goofy girl I remember from...
That's a really good voice.
I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
She plummeted. What the hell? Do you think maybe she was supposed to go sit on the bench, but somebody else is there, smoking in her yard? I just want to remind everybody, this is why you tune into this show. Fucking get over there! Get over there! Get! Oh god, I gotta move fast. Fuck! Okay, well...
Hopefully you didn't teleport up through the ground.
I'm actually a little bit concerned about that. Oh, there's the gator! What the fuck? This is where the body went! That's incredible! Oh no. I don't think it's supposed to look like this one again. What the fuck? Can I just talk to him?
Thanks again for all your help.
Who are you? Spy!
Who are you? Spy!
Now you may notice that the elves are clearly gnomes, not elves. You'd think you can walk up here, but if you click to walk up here, he walks to the right and kills himself. And it's way louder than the rest of the game.
That's a great scream, by the way.
Very smart move.
She shows up, says she's been drinking alone, she's in a dress, shows up to our hotel room, and we stand across the entire room from her talking about my mummy issues. Fuck's sake, York. This way? Oh Jesus. Oh god, no. It's okay, Emily, nothing to see here. Oh my god.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be Mark.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Dudley Lynch, different microphone.
Totally Lynch, I'm in the other room.
There! Done! Oh my god. Okay. All good. Move that. And hi everybody. And hello everybody. And welcome to Podchaos. I should really not do this. And welcome MDB! I should really button cheering. I'm crap at this, but yes. Hi everybody. My name is TaraLu228. You could just call me Tara or Tara or whatever. I don't care, to be honest. But yes, and we finally have MDB. But yes,
How long ago did you first contact me about this? I don't even remember. Years?
Yeah.
Probably years.
You're right. It has been a few. It's been a few years, but
At least it's probably close to 2. I don't know. I feel like you said something, and I was like, yeah, I'll come on sometime, and then just nothing ever really got planned. I don't really remember.
I was kind of relieved that it hadn't, because I didn't feel ready. Like, for several people that I've asked and been like, yes, I want you, but I'm not ready yet. It's like, I don't know if you guys know, I have met John Romero. Yes, the John Romero who did Doom. He's a lovely guy. I've asked, but I've said, I'm not ready yet. Mentally, because I want him and his wife, because they're both amazing people. And yeah, could you turn MDB up a tad? Certainly. So I am turning it up a tad.
Do you want me to like talk a bunch so that you can balance that?
Yeah. Yeah. Hi everyone. As the people who come here frequently, you know, this side, MDB. That side, chat. So if I'm looking at this side, it's you guys. But I'm probably gonna be like focusing on MDB though.
It's okay. I got your chat up on the side here, so I can see. For me, it's if I'm looking over here, I'm looking at you. If I'm looking kind of at the camera, I'm looking at the chat.
Yeah. See, MDB. He's a pro. He knows so much. He did a correct me if I'm wrong, for 10 years, at least one YouTube video a day. Like, for 10 years. That's amazing.
Yeah. I think at the end I averaged something like 9 or 9.5 videos a week.
Wow.
Because it, obviously you look at the video count and it's more than one video a day.
Yeah.
But there were periods of time where it was just the 7 videos a week, but then there was also periods of time where I just had a lot more than that. I had a lot more footage than that.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna not upload it, because like I'm making the videos because it's fun. So like,
Yeah.
there were periods of time I was streaming more often, and I still had my Let's Play videos, so it naturally came out to well over 7 a week at those times.
Yeah.
So it just kind of depended on how much time I had different years on how many came out, but it was still always at least your 7 a week.
Yeah, and that is quite an accomplishment, in my opinion.
It actually wasn't as hard as it sounds. Like, you get into a routine with it. And thankfully, like, it's almost entirely live commentary, kind of improvised stuff, which is what comes naturally to me anyway. So like, it's not all that different from what I would be doing anyway. A lot of that, like, obviously there's solo Let's Plays, and those are a little bit different in how you commentate them. But a lot of that stuff is me doing Let's Plays with my friends, which, I mean, you get me in a call with my friends and we're goofing off and playing video games anyway. It's not all that different just because I'm recording it and I'm editing it later and stuff. Like, there's enough in common there that it's something I can just do forever without having to really think about it.
Yeah. I get
The editing can take a while, though.
Tell me about it. I do streaming because I'm terrible at editing. I've always been. For those who don't know, I studied at Yale. Not that Yale, the better Yale, in Wales, and I did a OCN in multimedia. Not OCN, BTEC National. I did an OCN in radio broadcasting, getting them mixed up. But no, and like they tried to teach me how to edit, and I was bad. Like, they were like, "You're gonna fail," and I'm like, "Yeah. I'll just be bad at that," but I just scraped to pass, barely, and now I've forgotten all of it and stuff.
No, it's okay. I've forgotten most things I learned in school, other than video editing, because I had Comtech, which is communications technology, which really was just, we had a lot of camcorders, like digital camcorders, and they had a license for Adobe, it was Adobe Premiere Elements 7, which was like Elements was like the basic version, unlike Premiere Pro, which is like the pro version or whatever. But no, we learned how to edit on that, and like for most students, it was the don't do anything, don't pay attention, and play Counter-Strike source on the computers class. For me, I actually liked the filming and the editing and learning all that stuff, and the teacher was pretty knowledgeable, so I learned a lot from that. And I already had an interest in like YouTube, so now that I had the editing software and I enjoyed Let's Play shows, it was pretty natural that I realized, oh, I know how to make these actually, and then I started making them.
So, did you just school, YouTube, and then that was it for the rest of your life, and it's gonna be your everything until you die, or something?
That's
like
the plan. Yeah, no, that's actually the plan. I don't plan on retiring. I don't know how I would ever be able to retire anyway, but like, I don't have like the kind of job that necessitates you retire at some point. And like, I've already done over 6,000 videos. Who even knows if I've gotten past 7,000, because the only counter I can check for that is like, there's like a Social Blade counter for that, but it doesn't count unlisted, and I have hundreds of unlisted videos that you can still see in the playlists. it doesn't count any videos that like would have gotten taken down over time for like ID claim type stuff, or there was like a time. This was probably like 13 years ago now, where YouTube went absolutely nuts with ID claims and all kinds of gaming channels. And so the strat at the time was you take down those videos and you just put them on like another website and you link to them. So I did that and I put them on Blip TV. That website doesn't exist anymore. So like those videos are lost to time.
Yeah.
So when you take into account the ones that it can't count for, I might be over 7,000 videos. I don't know. And yet I'm not even remotely close to tired of it. I'm still having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
This is something that like I'm fairly certain I can do until I die, so
Yeah.
I don't want to stop. And I didn't have like a regular job out of high school because I
Yeah.
couldn't find one because the
Yeah.
job market was horrible and my body was in terrible shape because of physical conditions.
Yeah.
And so like I worked with there was a job center downtown back in Hamilton that worked specifically with people who are disabled but have disabilities that don't really keep them from working, but makes it very hard for them to get hired. The only thing they ever found me was a Pizza Hut a city away, which obviously I couldn't do. Like, that was not in any way practical. I'd have no way to even get there.
Yeah.
So, and then they wanted me on my feet all day, and that was like the one thing I said to them is like, look,
Oh.
I'm completely capable of doing anything as long as I'm not on my feet all day, because I wasn't capable of that back then.
Yeah. It's like I had this one job, like store called Home Bargains, or as the Liverpudlians say, Home and Bargains. I know I have some Liverpudlian viewers, so there's that for you guys. And yeah, I did a list and said these are the things I can't do and stuff. And there was always one supervisor who was like, "Yeah, you have to do this," and I'm like, "I can't." It's like you know those Daleks? I mean, like steps that you can step on and stuff and get to the high places.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that. I wasn't allowed. I shouldn't and stuff. And there was this one supervisor who was like determined for me to have an accident or something. And then the worst thing happened where I had a episode and I fell down the stairs and I cracked my ribs.
Yeah,
as
that'll
you do,
happen.
and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I can't work for a while. So I didn't work for a while. And then they called me in, and I was like, well, I shouldn't, but okay, just make sure I'm not doing anything, like, strenuous. But no, so they got me on tills and stuff, and it was around springtime, so they had the compost and stuff. I couldn't lift the compost, but someone brought it to my till, and I was like, ringing the bell, like, help, help, and it's just waiting and waiting and waiting, and then I just I got fed up, lifted the compost, and yeah, the searing pain. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be working again for a while. And then when I did go back, they were like, yeah, you're fine, but we want you in for another week or so. And I was like,
What the fuck?
stop that, you know?
Yeah.
You're lucky that I didn't have like one of my attacks here, you know, otherwise I'd be like trying to claim. No,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't, but you know, it's
Tempting.
so yeah. But I've always been happy working for myself, and
Yeah.
it's like when it was like COVID and stuff and my health was really bad, I was like, stream. So yes, me and Antius are plague streamers. We started when the plague happened. It sounds
Yeah, there's
terrible.
a lot of them. No, there's a lot of them.
I know. I know. Most
there's-
of my friends are.
There's a lot of professions that people massively got into during the pandemic because it just made sense. Like, I'm a big fan of pro wrestling. There's a lot of pro wrestling students who got into it during COVID, which is a weird job to get into during COVID because you can't get practice wrestling in front of a live crowd because in early COVID, there weren't crowds For like a year, there were no crowds for pro wrestling, and it was brutal because it's a profession where it's a type of theater where you're playing off of the crowd live. So when you have no crowd and you're doing your shit, you don't know what works and what doesn't work because you don't have that instant feedback of the crowd.
Yeah, you
So,
can't
like,
go up to a person and be like, I'm angry with you, slap!
yeah, like, okay, even when you look at like the biggest wrestling company in the world, you look at WWE. In early COVID, they just put in fake crowd noise and there was no crowd. In late COVID, they made this weird dystopian Thunderdome where the entire crowd was webcam feeds of fans that they would curate so that like people aren't like pulling out their dick on stream. So like, but when WrestleMania came around that year, it was the first time they were able to do a live crowd again. And there was a weird problem of they didn't actually know what storylines and characters were popular with the fans because they hadn't actually had a live crowd there in over a year. So like all of a sudden it's like this is trial by fire. All of a sudden it's like, okay, you've been doing your storyline for like a year and now you're gonna go out to the arena and you have no idea if anyone gives a fuck. That's a crazy problem. So yeah, COVID was weird for a lot of people's jobs.
Yeah. I can honestly say COVID changed my life.
I
But
think it changed everybody's.
it's kind of directly and indirectly. For the people who don't know, I have had COVID twice. And yeah, it's not to belittle anyone, but I got asthma because of it.
That sucks.
My parents and sister have asthma, and I've always my lungs were okay, but then COVID, and it's simple. I have my inhaler just in case. But yeah, it's not great, and it's like I can feel the tightness in my chest now, and it was like, oh my gosh, and yeah, it was so weird, and also I just realized something. I have to take my medication now because I have to take my medication at certain times and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know if I ever got COVID. Because like, you know, my job is from home.
You would know. I'm being
yeah, like I
serious, you
never
would know.
lost. I got sick like a few times since COVID, like between, you know, when COVID broke out and now. I got sick a few times, but like I never lost like sense of like taste or smell or yeah, I got pretty sick a few times, but not like crazy sick. So and the thing is I've never had to take like a COVID test for anything because I just stayed home and worked.
Yeah.
So like when they told us to all lock down, like lockdowns are really intense here in Canada. There was a month where you weren't allowed to go out anywhere. And I don't mean even just going out on the street. I mean, they announced that if you're driving somewhere, the cops can stop you and they get to interrogate you on where you're going. And if they don't deem it to be mandatory, they can fine you thousands of dollars. Now that ended up not being a thing anymore because after a few weeks, the police stations started tweeting out and making messages to the public saying they refused to enforce that because it's like crazy. That was too far. Like people were generally okay with the idea of lockdowns here until they took it to the level of like, okay, we will fine you for driving somewhere. I'm not going to give anyone COVID from my car. No. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't drive. Well, kind of obvious why. Yeah, I don't drive and stuff. But Antius does, and yeah, he used to drive to work. He can't anymore because, well, I don't feel right telling Antius' story. I will wait and see if he has said something. We had that in Wales. We did, yes. I had to have a letter in my car for work to prove I was essential.
That's so stupid.
The police literally had roadblocks on the border and would pull cars at random.
I'm telling you,
even as a Canadian, I look at like police in UK and it's like, damn, they just have fun harassing people, don't they? like they're the busybodiest fucking nannies ever. They want any excuse to just hassle someone. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna put it bluntly. Antius has long COVID,
Okay.
and it's changed both our lives. Because I don't. I have always had my disabilities. I've always had something wrong with me, unfortunately. But,
Same.
But Antius was healthy. You can look at some of his old stuff, possibly when he was healthy, and now the change. It's just I have disability thing payment and stuff, and now Antius has that as well. And it's just understanding it, and
Yeah.
it's difficult because it's changed both our lives, and it's not woe is me, it's so hard. No, it's not about me. It's about Antius too, and I want to be there. And I've just realised my camera light isn't on. One sec. Yeah. Oh, there. Do I look pretty now? Hee hee hee. There.
You were lit decently before, but yeah, that's better.
Yeah. No. My eyes ping more when. Yeah.
Yeah, I can actually see your eye color now.
Yeah. So it's like we both have the same eye color. So.
Mine are green, but I don't think you can really see it very well, like in streams and stuff.
What? No, it looks blue.
I don't know if my lights are bright enough for you to tell.
Oh my god,
they're
yeah,
green
they
up
are
close.
green.
Yeah, which apparently
Whoa.
is very rare.
It is rare.
I think my dad had green eyes. I don't remember.
Yeah. My car was diesel. I wore gloves. Yeah, if you but yeah, it's like, oof. I always thought you had blue eyes. But now,
No. Well, they're not like super bright, so it's kind of hard to tell. And like how often am I even like up close to a light in the camera? You know, I don't have the brightest eyes, so it's they just kind of look vaguely darkish.
And I know I have if I need it, I have my glasses. So I barely need them.
I think it's some of my icons. They drew me with blue eyes, so maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Oh no, I just never bothered to correct them. I just let them draw me how they want to draw me.
The icon that I have up here, it looks sort of grey blue type thing. I swear, if I find out that you have true hazel, I'm going nuts.
Yeah, I don't know. They also always draw me with a very generous hairline. Thank you, I guess.
But no, you look great anyway. I mean, like.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think I do. Yeah. No, I like my hair.
Yeah, and do notice because my family on my mum's side, they're German, and they have like super widow's peaks and stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff, and I totally understand it. My.
No, that's pretty common in Germany.
Yeah, and stuff. I'm so disappointed that I don't have the German height gene. Just to let you guys know, I'm like 5'2", so I'm kind of short.
No,
and it's so annoying.
Germans are kind of tall for Europeans. Not as tall as the Dutch though. If I remember right, the Dutch are on average the tallest people in the world.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. They are crazy tall.
I know a few Dutch people, and yeah, they're quite tall.
I don't know I don't know how the
No.
hell that happened. Like, what a specific small country to be way taller than their neighbors. That's the weird part, is that they're much taller than their neighbors. You would think, like, if you were to look at, like, a map of, like, what people are the tallest in the world, that it would be, like, a gradient as you got closer to the tallest place, but it's not really. No,
It's
they're just way taller than everyone else. Like, it's like all Europeans are roughly the same average height, and then there's this one chunk in the lowlands where they're like 6 foot tall plus. Like, what the hell happened there? Diet? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's all the milk. I know that they're a huge dairy country. In fact, I think they're the. Isn't it Netherlands is the second highest food
the right
exporter in
height.
the world behind the United States? Which, if that is still true, that they're the second highest food producer beyond or exporter behind the United States, that's incredibly impressive because the Netherlands is smaller than any given American state, and there's like 50 of them.
I also understand why Antius is saying that the Dutch people are the right height. Because he is tall,
Oh, okay.
aka useful.
If I remember right, the average height for a man in the Netherlands is 6 foot tall, which is like 3 inches taller than the average height of men in any other country. Like, that's really big.
Yeah. Also, I have a really, really important question to ask you.
Hmm?
What is your favourite sandwich? Saying that, I know some people can't eat bread, or prefer not to eat bread, or prefer toasties, or wraps, or stuff like that. I totally understand if you choose that sort of thing.
I
but
mean-
a sort of bread type, wrap type
Sure.
thingy.
If we're saying like anything where you're wrapping bread around your ingredients in some fashion, you know,
Yeah.
hamburger counts, a shawarma counts. I like shawarmas a lot.
Ooh,
But
shawarma.
like, okay, if we're talking like more traditional sandwich, like just 2 pieces of bread and you're putting your ingredients between it, then what my favorite is probably what I usually do, and this is if I'm keeping it fairly basic, is 2 pieces of bread. Usually it's like Bavarian seed bread of some kind. That's pretty nice. It's like a pretty large sandwich bread, so it'll keep you full. I go with I take a little bit of like whipped dressing, like knockoff mayo basically, and a little bit of Dijon mustard, put it in a ramekin, mix that together. Because if you mix it before you put it on the sandwich, you really it brings out the flavor of it. I spread that across both the top and the bottom piece of bread. Then I go, what is it? I do the meat. I put the cheese on top of the meat. Usually with the meat, I go with like ham, like Black Forest ham. Put a little bit of pepper on that. I slice up some cheddar cheese. We use like real cheddar cheese here. You slice it and everything, not like Kraft cheese, which is like that kind of cheese powder stuff. No, I use like just cheddar cheese, slice it, put it on, slice up some fresh tomato, put that right on top of the cheese, because like it goes the tomato goes so well with like all 3. Shred up a little bit of lettuce. I usually like shred it before I put it on, so you don't just get big leafy pieces. Little bit of salt if it needs it, but if you're doing ham, I don't find it needs the salt. And then press that together, diagonal cut, there you go. Or if I have like a baguette, then I'll make it into a sub, where like I cut it lengthwise, I scoop out a bunch of the breading from the middle so that it makes a crevice for the ingredients, so you can pack it, and then close up the whole thing. Real cheddar imported from the UK? No, I'm Canadian. We have a huge dairy industry. Anyway, so I scoop out the baguette and put all the ingredients in and everything. Roll it up in some parchment paper. Diagonal cut, rolled up in parchment paper. Take a big cast iron pan and squish it down for like 10 minutes, so it flattens. And then you diagonal cut through it, and you got like great sandwich.
Sounds nice. Apart from the ham, I'm not a big ham person.
Not a ham person. Turkey's good.
No, substitute the ham for salami. Now that would be good.
See, I really like salami. I just don't eat it much anymore because it's not much protein, and I need the protein.
Well,
which is a shame because like I really like cured meats.
yeah. For me, food is food, and like I grew up eating salami. It's been my thing, and yeah, I like it, so I eat it. And yeah, Antius likes salami too, but my thing, surprisingly enough, isn't even a sandwich. And for those who don't know, I like Wales' national dish, Welsh rarebit. Now, no, before anyone else thinks it isn't a fancy cheese on toast. Though it kind of is. It's you don't have it. You have your bread. You put it in the toaster for a bit, and yeah, I usually have like a open sandwich, as they call it. Though sometimes I have 2 slices. Complicated. Let's just say I'm intolerant to several things.
Yeah.
Bread is one of them, so usually I just have 1 slice, and then I can't make it. I've tried several times, but I found several places that does it better than me around here, and you have to do this like not jus, but thing, this cheesy yumminess where it's like the cheese and egg and flour and what else? Mustard seed. I forget. But yeah, you do that and oh, it's gorgeous, and you put it on and you put it in the grill. It's the oven but open, and then you put it in there and you watch it until it goes all gorgeously bubbly, and then you go nom. It's so good. I like that. But that is my thing. Oh, I love it. No,
I guess grilled cheese. Yeah, I mean grilled cheese counts as a sandwich. It's in the name. Because I also do make grilled cheese sandwiches, and I have a few different ways of making that.
I'm getting hungry, sorry.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd call grilled cheese my favorite sandwich. I don't know, because like it's so hard because you eat
Different. It's different.
your typical sandwich. You're in a different. You got to be in a different mood for a grilled cheese than you are for like your typical sandwich. You know, like you never go out and get a sub at a sub place and that satisfies your craving for a grilled cheese. It's just so different.
Yeah, it's like there's a cafe that is part of a farm shop around here. They do a really, really nice Welsh rarebit. But there's also another place that I've discovered actually in Wrexham. I'm tempted to give them a shout out, but then they'd be inundated. I'm gonna say it. Their name is Dead Good Scran, and they're good. And
I mean, it's in the name. They have to be good.
Yeah.
The name couldn't be lying.
Yeah. It's. Antius can agree with me here. Their food. Oh, yum. I'm hungry now. I am. Be warned. I am a big foodie. I like food and stuff. And when I found out that I had a stomach ulcer, that broke my heart. I had to start from the beginning and find out what I can eat. And now I'm slowly being able to have decent curry again. Do you like curry?
Yes. Curry can be really good. I'm not really a Japanese curry guy. It's got to be more like an Indian curry.
Yeah, Indian curry.
Japanese curry is like really sweet and kind of I don't know. It's just not my thing. Whereas like like butter chicken, like homemade butter chicken is.
Antius loves his butter chicken.
Good for you too. Like it's easy. It's good for you. Chicken's awesome. What was it? Tikka masala is also really good.
So you like British food then?
Yeah, I know that the Brits also have like a lot of Indian food that they're really into that are kind of like Indian English hybrid food. You know, like butter chicken I know came from Indian people in England specifically. It's not unlike how here in Canada, what we call Chinese food is Chinese Canadian food. We had tons of Chinese people moved to Canada in the 1800s, and they made their own style of cuisine with the ingredients that we have here. So, like, we have unique Chinese food just to Canada. and it's really good. Like I always talk about like loving chicken balls, and like people both in China and like outside of Canada, they don't know what the hell that is. They think like a chicken's balls or something. No,
No,
it's chicken with like a deep fried dough thing around it, almost like it's a Timbit but with chicken in it, but it's like savory rather than sweet. And they're fantastic. Like there's so much great Canadian Chinese food. And that's kind of what like a lot of Indian food in the UK is like, where it's not exactly the Indian food you would get in India, but it's they went over there and then they adapted what was available and made their own foods with it.
Yeah.
And a lot of those came overseas to Canada because, you know, by the time that you guys were getting all the Indian food really popular, Canada was still part of the Dominion, and also we have tons of immigrants from India as well, and they make largely the same things here that they make over there. So like, you know, I grew up, there was Indian buffets all over the place and stuff. There's more Indian people here now than when I was a kid because there's been more waves since then. So, but there's like Indian food all over the place now, like kind of anglicized Indian food. Butter chicken, you can find like store-bought butter chicken sauce in any store. But like making it yourself's not hard either. You just need a blender.
So as Antje said, we have
chicken and pork balls. There you go. Okay, so you've got some of this stuff too.
And chicken tikka masala was invented in the UK.
Yes,
nice.
It is. And it's good too. There's a lot of curries are really good. Like it helps that I like turmeric, because if you don't like turmeric, you probably just don't like Indian food. But like I think it smells great. I think it tastes great. Like just I'm very thankful that I like those flavors, because Indian spices in general, like they're very available here.
Yeah.
And if you like them, then they're super your thing.
Yeah. And it's like there's certain times of the year, like there's a food festival coming up around Easter that I used to go to, that sort of got destroyed by COVID, but they did like so many foods and stuff. Oh, and I shouldn't cook, but I still like to occasionally. But my go-to thing is pasta, because it's just easy. It's pasta bake. Oh God, yeah. It's combining like pasta and cheese, and it's so nice. And
I'm not a huge pasta guy, but if you do like pasta with seafood in it, I'm pretty into that. Like you know, whether it be like a white sauce one and you get like scallops in there, or you have like a tomato based sauce, you got like shrimp in there or something, like instantly you add seafood to the pasta, and that knocks it up a few levels for me. I really like seafood.
I'm terrible. I don't really like seafood.
That's okay. My mom doesn't eat seafood at all. Like later tonight, I'm making the same dinner for me and my girlfriend that I made last night, because we get on a big kick of it. Is like basa. It's just a kind of whitefish, pretty bland, but it's really really cheap. And if you season it well, then it's absolutely delicious. So I've been like doing butter basted basa. Like I pan fry it, I base it in butter, you know, spooning it on as I go, and put paprika, like Hungarian sweet paprika on both sides. I have a lot of Hungarian spices. I'm Slovak, so it just makes sense. So I you know, paprika on both sides. Then I cook rice up on the side, and then with the rice, when it's done, I put like a knob of butter in there, salt, pepper, and the leftover butter with paprika from the pan. Put that on it, stir it all together. I get a packet of seaweed, like those seaweed squares with the salt and the olive oil on it. I chop those up, I throw that in, I mix it in, and I serve that together, and it's like really good for a super easy meal.
Oh God,
I really like cooking.
Yeah. I have to be like careful, obviously, because of my attacks and stuff, and I shouldn't cook, but sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But
there's things that you could probably cook that would be okay. Like if you had an air fryer, there's no danger there.
We do.
There you go. You see, you can use the air fryer, and if something happens and you're in a commission for a little while, you're probably fine.
No,
air fryers kick ass.
We have a 2-basket one. changed
too,
our life.
yeah.
It's great. I
think it's
love
a
it.
ninja something or other. No, it's fantastic because you can do like Brussels sprouts in one side and like some home fries in the other or something, or have like chicken breast in one side and a veg in the other. Like it's amazing. It's easy to clean. It cooks things so much better. Like okay,
Yeah.
I've been making twice baked potatoes. This is a Southern American thing that I heard about, and I thought like, okay, I like baked potatoes. This sounds amazing. Have you ever heard of twice baked potatoes?
No. I've heard of
you
like
should-
twice baked chips or 3 times baked chips, but that's chips.
Okay, you might like this one. It's a little labor intensive, but it's not like hard, and it's really tasty. Russet potatoes, you need like pretty big russet potatoes for it because you're going to use the skin as a bowl. So what you do is you take a really big russet potato, you pop it in the air fryer at I'd say like 400 Fahrenheit for an hour to an hour 15, depending on how big it is. You need Celsius?
Yeah, what's Celsius?
Okay, here's the thing. I use Celsius day to day, but Canada is a strange country where we use American appliances, so they're in Fahrenheit. It's kind of like how we use metric for measuring distance, but we use imperial for measuring people's height. We're a weird hybrid country. So what is 400 Fahrenheit? Like 225 Celsius or something?
Don't know.
Anyway, so you cook your potato for like an hour and 15, whatever it takes to fully cook it through, because russet potatoes can be massive sometimes.
Yeah.
So once it's fully cooked through, so it's like kind of fluffy in the middle.
Yeah.
Take them out, cut them in half, and you take a spoon and you spoon out all of the inside of the potato into like a mixing bowl. So you just have those crispy skins left from the air fryer.
Got it.
Then in your mixing bowl, you got your potato already in there. You mash that up with I use Balkan yogurt. You could use sour cream if you want to, or Greek yogurt. Any of those would be fine. Salt, pepper, butter, your yogurt. Shred some cheddar cheese fresh, throw that in. It'll kind of melt into it a little bit. If you want anything else in there, you can put it in. Like sometimes I'll cook some like back bacon, chop that up, and throw it in like bacon bits. Mix all that together. All right, it's okay, you don't need that. What you do need, the necessary things I would say is the potato, salt, pepper, butter, some kind of yogurt or sour cream, and chives or green onion. That really adds something to it. Snip that up with some scissors or something, or chop it up. Throw that in, mix it all together, and then you spoon it back into the crispy potato skins.
Yeah.
And then once you've packed it back into the potato skins, you top it with a layer of shredded cheese, and you pop it in the oven under the broiler for like 10 minutes so that the top bubbles up with a cheese layer.
Yeah.
You take it out, you just fork and knife it, or you hold it and you eat it, and it's like, it kind of tastes like amazing mashed potatoes in a potato bowl. It's so good. Oh, there you go. That's what we call filled potatoes. I bet you it's incredibly similar. It's probably the same concept.
Yeah. Yeah.
UK is a weird hybrid too, but temp is in C. Okay, so temperature here, like if I'm checking the weather, if I'm telling you the temperature, I'm telling you Celsius. But if I'm using an appliance like an oven, I'm telling you Fahrenheit, just because that's what they all say. They don't have a Celsius mode over here usually. So like I know cooking directions and okay. And then you look at a cookbook, and it's like a mix of imperial and metric, which drives me nuts. I hate when cookbooks do volume instead of weight. Just give me weight. Give me grams. Give me milliliters.
Yeah.
I don't... Like, you tell me, like, oh, a tablespoon of butter. Fuck you. I'm just gonna weigh it. Okay.
I don't know if you guys can... I can't get it to...
Ooh, it's blown out a little.
And stuff, but no, it's like these are the energy. I have no idea. I can't read this. But yeah, it's all in grams and stuff, and it's so easy. And where is it? Oh no, it doesn't have it. Usually, sometimes on certain things, they have what they call a traffic light thing where it's like green is good. And then amber or orange or whatever is teetering, and then red is this is bad for you type thing.
That's
and that
weird.
really and it really helps. It's like, oh yeah, so there's not much butter and there's not much salt and stuff, but there's so much sugar in it, and it's like, I don't give a damn.
So
Oh,
we
hey,
have
777.
a lot of. Sorry.
Oh, 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 oh. Thanks, Yes. Right, if you can see it, can you see it?
Oh yeah. Okay, we
Traffic
have something
lights.
similar to that, but it's not color coded.
Should I? Should I, guys?
Yeah, by all means, if you want to. We have something a little bit like that on some of our packaging, but it's not color coded like that. It doesn't try to tell you what is and isn't healthy. It just tries to make it very easy to see the macros. So,
Macros.
okay, I'm very lucky. So here in Canada, we have a lot of import stores, especially European import stores. Both from like mainland Europe and from like the United Kingdom. Like we have United Kingdom specific import stores because we have a lot of people from the UK here in Ontario. When I was growing up here in Ontario, which is the most populated province of Canada, Canadians, like Canadian-born Canadians, were the minority. We were the second largest population here. The largest population here was people who moved here from the UK. And it had been that way for a very long time. So Ontario is the place where most of the British stuff kind of stuck around. You're like old people. People's grandparents still refer to your couch as your Winchester. Like shit like that. Where like that's like a UK brand we imported.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of sweets we can buy that have the British nutritional information on the back rather than the way you would label it in Canada, which is very similar but not quite the same. Canada has probably the easiest to read nutrition facts section of any country's import I've ever seen, where it's very black and white, very easy to read, and the suggested serving size is usually practical, whereas like I look at these UK imports. Dude, you'll have something where it's a meal that you should be eating 5 grams of, or like a snack you should be eating 5 grams of, but by law they have to have the 100-gram thing. It's like that is completely impractical for like a bag of sugar or something. Like there's some things that makes no sense for, and yet by law they have to put it on there, so they do.
Weirdly enough,
And then,
I can understand
I'm sure
this.
you've seen it plenty.
It's like, it's so easy, you know? It's the
God,
energy.
the camera doesn't want to adjust on it. It gets a big glare. Oh, no, I can kind of see it. Yeah, you guys have the energy section. For us, we just say calories. Wait, do I have anything in this room with a package? I don't. Yeah, I don't have anything in the room with a package, but...
How much is 20 grams? What is 20 grams? I don't know. It doesn't say. But yeah, it's like I don't know. There's a place in the UK.
Here we go.
Might be you.
Right,
ketchup delivery midstream.
Why? Actually, take this away from me, or I'll just pour it on you.
Tomato ketchup, as opposed to what?
I don't know.
Radish ketchup? What the hell other thing can you make ketchup out of?
I don't know.
Okay, so I posted in our Discord chat a picture of what a Canadian nutrition facts label looks like. You'll notice it's in English and French. That's like the main difference. But other than that, like it's not all that different. It's pretty easy to read. Yeah, no, they keep it very simple. Sometimes there'll be a suggested serving size. This particular thing, I don't even know what this is from, but this particular one doesn't. I'm gonna guess this is like, oh no, I was gonna say milk, but no, it's all carbs. It's carbs and sugar. Yeah, I don't know what this was from. I just Googled. But you'll notice like the main difference really is English and French. It's mandatory to print everything in both English and French here, even though only one province speaks French. So it's can you even imagine the bureaucratic costs, by the way, in Canada, that everything from the government has to be printed in English and French? We have entire provinces of the country that speak no French, and they have to do double the paperwork.
I know French. Nuts. I like French.
I don't. I learned it mandatory for 9 years, and I don't know French. What people forget, language is culture, but language is also a tool. And if the tool is not useful, you do not ever use the tool. You can impose it top down by forcing it into the schools, But as soon as you're out of the schools, the tool isn't useful anymore, and you lose it.
Yeah.
And so that's why nobody knows French unless one, they were French immersion and they were forced to do it in all their classes. Two, they're from Quebec, in which case it's probably their first language unless they're in Montreal. Then it's iffy. And three, just if you work like in the government at a high enough level, then yes, you have to be fluent in French. If you want to be the premier of Alberta, a place that does not speak French, you have to speak French. Now, you might think, well, that would make it very hard for a lot of Albertans to, like, run for public office.
Yeah.
Yes, it does, and it's arbitrary. Welcome to Canada.
What's the... Je
Could you imagine
mange
if-
du pain grillé.
Could you imagine if you, when you wanted to run for mayor of your town, and you go to the office to fucking, you go to city hall or town hall or whatever, and you want to apply to run for mayor, and they ask you, are you fluent in Kazakh? And you say no, because you're not, and you've never met anyone fluent in Kazakh. Okay, well, the distance between Great Britain and Kazakhstan is about the same as between Alberta and French Canada. Why would you need to know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, people forget how big Canada is. Canada's really, really big. My
is quite
province
big.
is bigger than your country. My province is about the size of mainland Europe.
Yeah.
That's one province here.
Yeah. It's
It's
quite
nuts.
big.
No, it's so big. Like, okay, I see like people in especially in the European Union, they make fun of Americans and say, oh, they're not well traveled at all. They've never been to other countries.
Yeah,
And now
because
my
it's
favorite
so
response
massive.
my favorite response I've ever seen to that, because, like, you know, you live in mainland Europe, then, like, you have free access to such a variety of countries in a very small space. What I saw as my favorite replacement, or a favorite response to that, was someone just took a picture of Texas and overlaid it on Europe, and they're, like, the same size. Like, Texas is, like, as big as Europe. You could have traveled all across all of Texas, and you covered the same amount of land as Europe. It's nuts.
He's taking
It's
away
cutting you off
me.
from your supply.
I've got some. No.
Oh, this
See,
look good,
I'm
though.
naughty.
Like,
I eat all this. I know it's bad for me, but
they're like little gummy candies, right?
yeah. So
Yeah, no,
these
those look good. We got stuff like that.
so good. These
Yeah, I loved stuff
are
like that as a kid.
knockoffs. These ones. There's one that it's so good. I'm going into like proper British stuff. In a shop called M&S, there's a sweet called Percy Pig.
I've heard of that.
But they're so expensive. Occasionally, well, not occasionally, like once a year, for Auntie birthday, I get him a pack. Because they're nice. These are the knockoffs from Lidl, the shop we go
Hey,
to
sometimes
regularly.
the knockoffs are better. Sometimes.
They're the same.
You know, like, okay, you guys have After Eights, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we have these knockoff After Eights here. So there's a brand here in Canada called President's Choice. And what they do is they do cheaper no-name brand knockoffs of popular products. You know, like, there's Rice Krispies, and then there's the President's Choice cereal called Crispy Rice. That's not a joke. So, you know, they do stuff like that. Well, they have knockoff After Eights that are so much better than actual After Eights. They're dark chocolate, which I like more.
Yummy.
They're a little bit harder, so like you put them in the fridge and they have a good snap to them, which I really
yummy.
like. And I don't know, just the mint to chocolate ratio is just a little bit better. I'm not a huge I don't have much of a sweet tooth anymore. You know, I'm not a kid anymore, and I'm the kind of guy who, if I have something even a little sweet, I'm having like a tea or a coffee like that. With that, I need some kind of hot drink with it, to take off the sweetness a little bit. And like I just those dark chocolate knockoff After Eights, those are fantastic. If it's like winter, to me that's a winter thing, like a Christmassy kind of thing. So like in the winter, I'll pick up a couple of those boxes. They're pretty cheap, and so tasty because like it's chocolate and mint. Chocolate and mint's great.
Here's the problem. I don't like mint.
Oh well, I just had a mint tea, a peppermint tea.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. It's funny, I didn't used to really like peppermint tea because it used to make me really thirsty, and it just doesn't anymore, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
Tastes change, I guess.
It's like, for me, I love sweet stuff. I've always liked sweet stuff. It is my thing. And, what's in there? So, yeah. Official ones, Percy Pig, Aldi does Leo the Lion, and Lidl, the ones that we have, do Henry Hippo. Bye, Henry. Yummy. And stuff. Oh.
Yeah, I've always been more of a savory guy. I like savory foods a lot. You know, like that's why I make like butter-basted basa and stuff like that.
Nom, nom, nom.
I just love that. Not that I don't like sweet stuff. Obviously, I have some sweet stuff, but for the most part, I'm a savory person.
It's like, yeah, I could just snack on that for like the whole afternoon, and it's they'd be gone. But I need to be careful because my stomach and blah blah blah. It's not because of the food. It's painkillers. Ah! Oh God! You
Peppermint and licorice tea in the. Oh, did my camera just go out?
Yeah, we need to sort this. Do I need to give you links to getting you a better camera? Oh wait, it wouldn't help because you're in there.
Okay.
Ah! Do you need a new camera? I can send you a new camera if you want.
So no, here's the thing. It is actually a really good DSLR camera. It's just if it's on in a hot enough, like you know, like a camera you'd use for photography, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm using that through like a cam link, like a capture card. Okay, so I just turned it off. I'm gonna turn it back on in a minute. It needs a minute to cool. So my little temperature gauge here says it's 25 Celsius in the room. Anytime it's above 24 Celsius, the camera starts risking overheating because it's just getting too hot in here for it to be on for a long period of time. So I'm just gonna turn it off for a few minutes. I'm gonna open the window wider because it's like 2 degrees out.
Okay.
So that'll cool off the room.
Oh God, I've seen this happen on your streams and stuff, and I'm like, we need to all get a fund, a special lovely fund to get you a really decent webcam or something. Even though I know those cameras that you're using, they're amazing, they're great, especially for photography. But oh God. Oh.
Okay, well the thing is like it's a great camera, but it was never really intended to be used the way that I'm using it.
Exactly.
And most DSLR cameras don't have this issue. It's very specifically this one line of Sony cameras. This is like an what was it? Sony A6400, something like that. Let me turn this back on. It's funny because I've talked about this issue before, and then some of my YouTuber friends who know cameras, they immediately are like, they immediately identified what my camera was because they're like, oh, I had that problem because I used to have that camera. It's a common problem.
Can we persuade you to get like a really decent, nice webcam? I used to have a really nice, decent webcam until mine died.
No, I used to use them, but like, I feel like at this point, I really do need to use just a good DSLR. Plus, I own like a prime lens on this one, which is
That's why
prime
it
lens
looks
are so
good.
nice. Yeah, no, prime lens are fantastic. It's just a lens that can't zoom in or out, but because it can't zoom in or out, it doesn't have as many lenses. The more lenses you have in a camera, the less light it's able to take in, and thus it doesn't look quite as good. It requires more light. This is a prime lens, and so it doesn't require as much light to look really good, and that's great because this room doesn't have much light. It's really a dark room. I have some spotlights on. Oh, I got the hiccups now. I got some spotlights on me right now, which helps a little bit, but like,
just that light for me, and that like. One sec, I just realized something.
What?
Oh no! Come on. I can. Yes, it isn't. Right. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Laser light. Yes, I have a special app that makes I can turn the light off and stuff. So yeah, it does that, and it makes it all brighter.
I have okay, I know I can get an app from my phone that does that with these lights over here, but I just use it from my computer. Like I also have a program on my computer that does that.
Just, I know people can't do it because just blame Antius for that. He's just messing around. Ha ha, Antius.
The room is so red now.
Antius, please just turn it normal. I've put the app off and trying to be, but now it's green.
Problem with
Or is it
DSLR
blue?
cameras is they don't like being on too long as video as they overheat. See, here's the unique thing about this one. Yes, a lot of DSLR cameras, if they're on the video thing, if they're video recording for too long, they do overheat. Mine is not video recording. Usually the fix to that problem is you just record it through a capture card and then it's never in recording mode and it generates less heat. This is a very unique camera in that even just being on long enough will make it overheat. Like, and it's not even using like a regular battery. It's on a dummy battery. So the battery itself doesn't produce any heat. It's just a throughput for it to be plugged into a wall. So even with the reduced heat of using a dummy battery, it still overheats just by being on long enough in the room being too hot. Okay, the room's cooling off a little bit right now. And thankfully the camera's quite close to the window, so that should hopefully help.
Oh,
But I probably will cut out again at some point.
just wondering, how are the cats? I heard that I forget the one that did dental thingy and it all went well and I'm happy.
Yeah, Sabu's doing well.
Oh, so
He's
good.
recovering well, no complications or anything. He's doing fine.
Yeah, I saw in your recent video and stuff.
Yeah.
And so
No, it cost an arm and a leg, but cat dental surgery always does.
Chips. You know, I don't have pets. I just look after everyone else's and stuff because I love animals. And yeah, and it's like my sister has cats. 4 of them.
Yep.
And yeah, recently they decided to, well, get what I call a void kitty. She is a proper void kitty and she's only a juvenile.
I don't know what that is.
It's like in between kitten and grown up. It's like teenage
No, I mean
years.
void kit. I mean like void kitty. I don't know. Yeah.
It's a proper black cat, aka.
Oh yeah, the ones where like it's just floating eyes. Yeah, no, I've
Yeah.
had that before.
Oh, she is gorgeous.
Like a black cat so deep in color that like at night is just floating eyeballs.
Yeah, she is so mental that she likes to climb the wall.
Yep. Yeah, no, they curtains, walls, anything that they can sink their claws into, and they weigh nothing. Every black cat I've ever had is like a ninja. They're like super agile. They like to climb a lot. They get into the scariest places where you're like, do not go there. That's so dangerous. And they'll never fall. They'll never fall. It's crazy. My cats are not like that. Rocky is huge. Not like overweight. I mean, he's a Maine Coon, which is just a very large breed of cat.
Yeah.
He's like a dog. So he doesn't, like, he's a good jumper, but he doesn't try to go places that are like difficult to walk on. He just knows better. And then Sabu, he's a breed with very long fur, including fur that comes at the bottom of his paws.
Yeah.
So he slips and slides. He can't really walk on crazy things that ninja cats can do.
Yeah.
Whereas like when I was growing up, you know, we were the crazy cat house. We always had like between 4 and 6 cats, something like that. And a lot of those cats, almost every one of those cats had very short fur. And they were very agile, you know, got everywhere you didn't want them to get, climbed things just because they liked climbing.
Yeah. I just, they have my favourite. His name's Chesney. And
Good name.
he was the runt of the litter and he's still so small. And he's one of those kitties that like to go in your lap and sort of need you. Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
mine do that.
It's lovely, and I love him. And cuddle him, and I miss him so much. He's my baby. I can't help it. He's my favorite. And then they.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, I was just looking up my camera because people were talking about it in the comment section. Yeah, I am using a mirrorless. And they do, it is 4K, and they do tend to overheat a lot less than other cameras. It's just, again, it's very specifically this series of Sony cameras tend to have this problem. It's not like a mirrorless camera. It's not that this isn't a mirrorless camera. It's just that this exact kind of Sony camera tends to be bad at staying on for a long time, and I just didn't know. Because, like, that's the thing is when you look up, like, reviews on cameras, people aren't testing it under these very specific weird conditions of using it like a webcam.
Yeah. Oh, but no, it's like Betty, the void cat is proper void, like. Ugh.
Yeah.
Still getting used to her, and yeah. It's like when you're sitting down there trying to relax and you just see him jump.
Yep. No, comes out of nowhere, always startles you. Especially if they're a lap cat.
She's not so much a lap cat, more of a zoomies, then find a quiet corner, then more zoomies. Like, oh god, no zoomies. Yeah. She's still young and she will learn. She's just, she's lovely though. And I wish that I could have pets, but when you can't even look after yourself, it's like, no, I'm not going to put another animal or anything through there. I'm Antius. That's enough. Not saying Antius is my pet.
Oh, Antius was saying that you have a DSLR camera that apparently has a PC mode if you update the firmware. Maybe give it a go sometime. Although you'll need to get like a mounting arm for the camera to clamp to your desk or something. And man, so many of those suck. I need to get a new mounting arm for mine because it is a wobbly piece of garbage.
Like this? Like that one?
Yeah. You'll just need to make sure that it has the right mounting thing to fit to your camera. But yeah, that might do the job.
I have many. I have a few
I got
of
a
them.
lot of things clamped to my desk. I have 7 things. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Antius has.
Yeah, I got
3.
6 things. I got 6 things clamped to my desk. That's crazy. Because I got 2 lights, 3 monitors, and a crane arm for my microphone, and they're all just desk clamps.
Oh. Yeah.
One day I'm gonna like get a fancy standing desk or something, and it's gonna save my life. But that is expensive.
You know what you
Furniture
need?
in Canada is ridiculous.
You know what you need? A decent
What?
sponsor. To insert sponsor name here.
Oh, well, I got my long-term gig with Factor Meals now. They really
Yay.
liked working with me the last many times I worked with them, so now I got a 1-year deal. So I have 1 challenge every month for this whole year that is going to have a Factor Meals thing. Actually, there isn't one this month. There's going to be 2 next month because they wanted to move it from March to April. I don't know why, but I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got a long-term gig with them, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
No idea if they'll sign me in for the next year, but I hope that they do because I enjoy doing the sponsorships with them. I enjoy the meals. Easy to work with. They're super easy to work with.
I don't know if we can get Factor Meals in the UK. I think I researched them and it doesn't seem like we can get them over here.
As far as I'm aware, it's only United States and Canada. And even then, in Canada, it's only if you're not in the islands.
Oh.
Yeah, it's they have a term they have a term for it. I forget what it is. Like congenial United States or something, where it's basically you have to be able to get there by car from the United States. So, and most Canadians live along the US border, so it's not too hard for them to get it here.
Yeah.
I think they might actually ship my Factor Meals when they send it for sponsorships. I think they actually ship it from the United States. I'm not sure.
Just out of curiosity, I probably know the answer, but have you ever had, like, British baked beans. You know the
All
ones.
the time, yeah. I grew up on that. Yeah, Heinz.
Yeah. Did you ever have them on toast? Proper beans
Yeah,
on
of course.
toast.
Yeah, no, I grew up with that. But you gotta
Same.
understand, like my mum and my granny both had all the British shit. They love British shit. My mum goes to Britain all the time for her lodge meetings and stuff. So like I grew up with a lot of that stuff both around me and in the kitchen. We have a lot of just traditional British things. We eat like bread pudding and stuff. I know, it's old. She likes her Victorian recipes. She likes her English Victorian recipes. And that was popular in the Victorian era when they didn't have so many sweet things to eat.
Yeah.
I'm not a big bread pudding guy because I'm not a big raisin guy, but like it can be good. You can make it good.
Yeah. I'm not a bready person, as a lot of people know.
Yeah. No,
I'm the sort of person that doesn't really like donuts because they taste bready. You know, like the ring
that's
donuts. Ugh.
Yeah. Donuts are really popular in Canada. I'm sure you're aware. Because, you know, everyone knows about Tim Hortons, which doesn't have very... Well, okay, it depends on what Tim Hortons you go to. Because Tim Hortons is a franchise store. So, like, there's some Tim Hortons you go to...
Can I stop you there?
Yeah.
We had a local one, but that shut down.
How bad was it? Okay, yep. I remember... Okay, there's an article I had saved for years where there is an article in some... I want to say it was like a local online news site in Scotland. They were celebrating how they had just gotten their first Tim Hortons in Glasgow. They fucking spelled it Time Hortons. So for the whole first day, they spelled it wrong in the article. And then for the rest of time, you could tell that they spelled it wrong because they edited it. But if you look at the URL, it still says Time Hortons, which is nuts. They also called them Time Bits. And they said that you can get a famous, oh god, what did they call it? A double dip coffee, I think is what they called it. No, it's called a double double. No, they just got everything wrong. They got everything wrong. But the thing about Tim Hortons is like whatever Tim Hortons you go to, the quality difference from Tim Hortons to Tim Hortons is wild. You have to know the right ones to go to because they're franchise stores and they have a lot of leeway. Whoever owns that individual store, they have so much decision over what's on the menu and how they make it to the point that some Tim Hortons, all their donuts and Timbits are frozen and they're just heating them up. There's other Tim Hortons where they cook them fresh in-house. There's a world of difference between freshly cooked donuts and frozen packaged donuts. They're not remotely close to the same, but you pay the same and you don't know which one you're getting until you go there. It's brutal.
For me, I'd rather go to Lidl. We frequently go to Lidl because it's awesome. I love the bakery section. And the thing that I really like, cronuts. Oh, cronuts.
What's that?
Antius, bring the cronuts. It's like a croissant, but a donut.
Okay, no.
So it's the layers and the layers and And yes, obviously
I say croissants are great. Obviously, it's got to be a good croissant. Like, everyone's had a bad croissant before. But, like, you know, you get those, like, store-bought ones in the clamshell where it's, like, really oily and weird. No, it's got to be, like, buttery and, like, okay,
nice.
Some people like it really soft. Some people want, like, a crunchy crust on the outside. Look, if I'm getting a croissant, I already know it's going to be a mess. I'm fine with the outside being flaky. I'm not climbing the stairs again.
I'm sorry.
Understandable.
Yes.
No, I could see those being really good though. So my sister is a baker, so I get the privilege of I've had very, very high quality breads from her. She does like she's like a dessert chef by trade. She went to baking school, and she runs the dessert kitchen and does the whole baking kitchen stuff. She's the head of that at the place she works, which is a fairly fancy place, but not like the fanciest place. But like she is so creative when it comes to making really delicious desserts and pies and cakes and whatnot, tarts, you know, anything you could think of like that. She just comes up with her own stuff. And like when you hear the ingredients, it always sounds crazy. It's like you could never guess that was in there. Like she made a chocolate cake once, or a chocolate pie, and we had it and we're like, this is delicious. And she's like, yeah, I put like the weirdest stuff in that. And they're like, okay. She's like, try it first and then tell me what you think. And we all liked it. And she's like, it's like loaded with mushrooms. And like, I didn't know you could make mushrooms texture and taste like this. And she's like, well, you know, she learned like taste theory and stuff. She learned like what flavors go together. And she's like, you know what? This on paper, this should work. So I'm gonna try it. And she tried it. And it worked. It doesn't taste like mushrooms. It just tastes great. And like I like mushrooms, but I don't think of mushrooms and chocolate going together. You know, like those aren't things that go
Yeah.
together to me. But she made it work.
That is
The mushrooms were
weird.
just kind of like a base for it in some way. It was like kind of blended in with everything else, and it added a creaminess to it that it needed.
Yeah.
So no, she was always creative with cooking though. Like even growing up, she came up with stuff all the time, and it was always really good.
Nice. My sister is a teacher. Yeah. She went to university to be a teacher, and now she is. So I'm really proud of her. And she's been doing that for several years now. And also, it's primary school teaching too, so it's so hard. You know, I've seen how difficult it is, and yeah.
Yeah, so what your sister and my sister have in common is they both have very important jobs that pay like garbage.
Yes. Actually,
yeah. There's not much debating that. Very important job, literally necessary, pays like ass. What the hell?
Yeah.
You do it because you love it.
Yeah, I'm just proud of her.
Yeah,
I've always been proud of her, you know?
Yeah.
She strived to get her dream. I remember she used to work at Subway. And she was working there for ages and ages. And then one day she managed to start doing the I forget the name, substitute teacher stuff, and did that, and then she managed to find a job where she is now, and kept that job. So I'm proud of her.
That's awesome.
She doesn't watch
Being
this
a
sort of
substitute
stuff.
teacher must be awful.
Yeah.
So, because substitute teachers get like no respect.
Nah, she's been like a teacher at her school for several years now, and yeah, I'm happy for her. For me, I'm not a kid person. I'm if they like Pokemon, it's fine. You know?
Sure, yeah, then you got something in common.
Yeah.
God, I wonder, okay, so I'm 33. When I was 6, when I had just turned 6, 1 week after I turned 6, Pokemon came out here in Canada, which I think came out at the same time as the United States. So like English, Red and Blue dropped. I got them immediately. Everyone did. Even in my tiny, tiny town of like 2,000 people, everyone got Pokemon. And been a fan ever since. But like, okay, so when I was growing up, it was very rare to find an adult who liked Pokemon. It was rare to find an adult in general who liked video games. But now, kids growing up with Pokemon now, Pokemon's really popular with my generation.
Yeah.
So for them, I wonder what that's like. Growing up, you're really into Pokemon, but also a lot of the younger side of the adults you know are also into Pokemon. How different is that? Like, does it feel mostly the same, or does it feel different because of that? I don't know.
Well, my niece, last weekend we were out playing Pokemon Go together.
Okay.
And it was fun. I enjoyed it. She's only a little kid and stuff, and I wanted to make sure she was okay and safe. And we were just walking around my hometown, and it was lovely. We even went to the park and sort of went on the slide and stuff. I didn't, she did, and
no, that sounds fun though.
And then there's like a little pond with the ducks and the geese and stuff, and it was just lovely, you know.
Here's a question: are geese assholes in your country too?
Yes, because they're Canadian geese.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, there you
They're
go.
horrible.
Okay,
They're
no,
horrible ones.
No, it's true. It's true. Okay, so here's the thing. In Canada, it's illegal to kill Canadian geese, so they think they're fucking invincible. They think that humans are afraid of them. They are the biggest assholes in the world. They will block the road for unbelievable amounts of time because they think the cars just stop for them. Because the car, you have to, you legally have to. Not that I would run over a goose anyway, but like, no, you're not legally allowed to kill a Canadian goose because it's a nationally protected animal. It's one of our mascots, and so you can't. There's nothing you can do. These geese know no fear. They have no predator. So they are just gigantic assholes. Oh my god. Oh, hey, Liana. Liana's in the chat. That's Utopia Pills. She streams.
Hey! Hi!
Hey, Liana, can you, like, bug Zeke and Willow so that we can do more RV there yet? That game was really fun.
Oh god, I've seen that.
harass them?
I think Antaeus has played it, but I've not got into it.
It's a pretty fun time. Get a few friends together. It's good.
Can't eat.
So you can't eat them? No, I have no idea what goose tastes like. I would imagine it's largely dark meat, wouldn't it be? Probably. Never had it. Have no idea what it tastes like. I'd have to ask an American. I'm sure the Americans shoot the geese when they fly south.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of guns. Or violence, to be honest.
I love pro wrestling, which is adjacent to violence. There is violence in it. It's consensual violence. That's the difference.
Yes, it's different. I mean, literally, if you backed me into the wall and I had to fight, then you'd better watch out, because I am crazy.
All teeth and claws. Yeah. Scratch the eyes, bite whatever you can.
Yeah. Nail, kick them in the
it works.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Female stomach.
No, they're tactics that work. You go for the eyes. You worked at some wrestling shows. It was weird. Okay, well, professional wrestling is weird as hell. I love it, but like, it's a carnival show for a reason. Like, you got the massive ick from Jake the Snake. Okay, you got to understand, Jake the Snake is a lunatic and had a very bad problem with drugs for decades and decades. No, everybody has that story of hiring Jake the Snake to go work at their show.
Yeah.
And then he shows up and he says, "I'm not going to work unless you give me an 8-ball." Like, he'll hold them hostage for drugs. He's better now. He's not wrestling anymore, and two, he's as far as everyone knows, he's actually clean now and has been for a while. But no, Jake had some deep-seated issues for a long time.
I mean,
WWE, TNA, AEW, ROH. I watch a lot of indies. I watch a lot of foreign promotions, a lot of like stuff from overseas. Japanese wrestling, Korean wrestling, Canadian wrestling, obviously, a lot of MLP, a lot of NWA. Like, the wrestling show I watch the most is NWA Power. Yeah, I watch New Japan. Noah's great. All Japan is great, but it's really hard to get a hold of in English because they don't give a fuck about English viewers. TNA, love TNA. A huge TNA fan for a long time. AEW, fantastic. Haven't caught up with Ring of Honor lately. WWE, I basically just watch WrestleMania and Royal Rumble. I used to watch them for years and years, but they made it very hard to watch them in Canada when they got rid of the network, because the network stayed in Canada, but you had to have a TV subscription to watch it, and I didn't have a TV subscription. So, like, okay, so here, this is insanity. So WWE for a long time had the WWE network. After it was like modeled after Netflix. It was $10 a month. You got every pay-per-view they've ever had, every pay-per-view they were doing live, and then like you could watch SmackDown and Raw, the TV shows, like a month after they came out. That's fine. I use illegal restreaming sites to watch those anyway. Everyone does. So I would watch all the pay-per-views for years and years, fun time and everything. And then they got rid of the network in America. Now, here's the problem. In Canada, we have weird TV monopoly laws. So in Canada, to get the network, you'd have to sign up through your TV provider, even though you're watching it on your computer, not your TV. So what you do as a Canadian is you just list yourself as being American, and then you don't even need a VPN. They don't check. They don't care. They're just taking your money, and they let you watch. So when they got rid of the American network because they signed a deal to Peacock, which is like a streaming service there was no American network to say that you're from anymore. And so they made it nearly impossible. They just wouldn't take my money anymore. So when they stopped taking my money anymore, I was like, all right, fuck it. I already watch all these other wrestling shows. I'm just going to drop WWE from my rotation. And that's what I did. So I just stopped watching WWE. Yeah, Xavier Woods, Austin Creed. He is a wonderful human being. Koeth Torrance. Let me just search that. I see. I got to hit up my boy Marky D123 because I know that he knows where all the wrestling torrents are.
See, I used to watch
great.
wrestling, but I still didn't understand back then. My dad was into
All right,
it.
now
and,
hold on. So your dad liked Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks.
Who?
Am I right?
I don't know.
Okay, every British person who I've ever heard talk about wrestling tells me their parents and their grandparents loved Kendo Nagasaki, Big Daddy, and Giant Haystacks. Run those names by your dad, and he'll probably have flashbacks.
I can't for another 2 weeks. They've gone on
All right.
holiday.
Keep that in your brain. Next time you see him, say Big Daddy, Kendo Nagasaki, Giant Haystack. See if he fucking reminisces for hours.
I remember the Undertaker.
Everybody knows Undertaker.
Who else?
Okay, hold on. What years did you watch? Because I know the history pretty well.
Okay, so I was high school, so it would be between 2000 and 2000. Yeah, 2000s. 2000s to 2000 and I don't know, 5.
Okay, so we're talking like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay, so early 2000s. So you were catching like tail end of Attitude Era going into the Ruthless Aggression Era. So you saw like early John Cena probably when he was like first starting out.
John Cena. I remember that name.
Yeah, the big movie. He's a big movie star now, and he ended up becoming like the face of the company.
But how? Isn't he the person that you can't see?
Exactly. Yeah. How do you put him on the posters if you can't see him? He's got like a cloaking device or something. You probably saw like the tail end of Stone Cold Steve Austin's main in-ring career. He was a big star.
Yeah.
You saw The Rock when he was doing the Hollywood Rock stuff, probably.
The Rock?
You know, that he'd like sit down, he'd have the Rock concert, he'd sit down in the ring with his acoustic guitar and like make a song and make fun of the crowd. Maybe you saw the Hurricane?
I don't know, but I remember there being a weird blonde-haired jerk.
There was a lot of those. Is he an old guy?
He is old and annoying.
Ric Flair?
I think Hulk. Is it the Hulk?
Hulk Hogan. Yeah, okay, Hulk Hogan did come back to WWE around 2002, I want to say. Probably. And he was there for a few years. He was the guy who was like horseshoe bald with the long blonde hair, big buff guy.
Yeah.
Skin looked like tanned leather. That's Hulk Hogan, yeah.
Yeah.
He was one of the biggest stars in wrestling. He was not very mobile by that point in his career. He was, but he was still pretty popular by then. That was kind of his last run where he was popular.
I remember him, but I didn't like him for some reason. I do not know why.
No, I can understand it. He was very of his time in the 80s, but by like the early 2000s, he didn't really fit in anymore. Also, he wasn't a great person, according to a lot of people, which didn't help. Like, back then, it wasn't quite as bad, but even then, there was a lot of stories of people who worked with him are like, wow, he fucked over my career in all these different ways. And, you know, he'd, like, show up to a building, and then he has a creative control in his contract, so he could rewrite the show the night that he got there. So, like, they're preparing for the show. Everyone's doing rehearsals. He shows up, and he'll be like, that's not gonna work for me, brother. I don't want to lose tonight. And then they gotta rewrite the show as fans are. They gotta rewrite the show as fans are coming into the building.
Brother.
Yeah. It's not gonna work for me, brother.
Not gonna
Doesn't work for me, dude.
Dude.
Oh, you got me, brother. Sorry, I could make
Sorry.
fun of Hogan forever. I know too many Hogan stories.
I just I'm sorry if I suddenly start getting a weird sort of Canadian-y, I don't know, American twang. It's no offense to anyone, but I have a habit
don't
of
care.
mimicking and stuff.
No, it's fine. No,
And
my
it's
accent
just-
is a weird hodgepodge anyway. Like, I came from a
Same.
very small town, and like, I was on Lake Erie, so
Ooh.
all of our radio stations came from America, and a lot of our TV came from America. So I grew up with that American, that kind of like a general American accent around me a lot, but also
I
the
can
old
tell.
people where I lived. The old people where I lived also sounded kind of like Irish. Because like a lot of people who lived in Dunville or were Irish or the kids of Irish people, and so like there's certain things that are like this weird kind of Canadianized Irish. Some things are kind of a rural Canadian. Other things sound kind of just a general American.
It's like
and then
I
lived
can
in
tell.
cities.
It's like, how do you
Yeah.
say my name?
Terra. Like terraform. I don't think I say Tara.
Tara.
Tara doesn't feel right coming out of my mouth, you know? Like
Yeah,
it's
like, no.
and like I know that I know
Where
that
is the
name.
E?
Like I've
Where
met
is the E? I don't mind you calling me Tara.
I know,
but
right?
It's like
I mean,
that
okay,
twang.
there's all kinds of
Tara.
words. Okay, like what do you call a baby cat?
Kitten.
Okay, I say kitten. You just eat the
Eat
consonant.
kitten.
It's like
Kitten.
kitten
Kitten.
is like
Kitten.
K-E apostrophe E-N. Like that's what I
Kitten.
say.
Kitten.
I don't say the T.
But it's like
And
I
just
have.
'cause
For me, I have weird twangs of, and it's all because of what I've listened to and absorbed. Because
yeah.
I didn't always talk like this. I used to talk like this, and I had a terrible lisp. But why can't you say this without having this? Anyway, yeah.
That's the thing, you revert back to it when you're saying the word.
But yeah, and it's because I have autism. I have the whole effing spectrum and stuff, and it's so annoying. But yeah, I have dyslexia, dyspraxia, dyscalculia, the Erlib syndrome, where I should be wearing tinted glasses, but I can't afford them because they're over £100 effing pound.
Okay, yeah. Dude. Okay, lenses at the optometrist is so brutally expensive. It's horrible. Okay, yeah. In the chat there, a glottal stop. Yeah, I glottal stop on some words, but not all the ones that you type there. Like, okay, bottled water. In things like bottled water, I just use D's instead of T's. What I don't know what that is.
So, if you can
is that your glasses case?
Yes, but it's where I got my glasses. It is Thermo.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, got a ton of them for relatively affordable prices. Oh, I'm gonna put them on. Yes, you can. I got these for around about £12.
Oh wow. I saw in the chat there, if I can be serious for a minute, I think Lance was really underrated. Yeah, no, Lance Storm, fucking phenomenal wrestler.
Just want to say,
Him versus Chris Candido in ECW was nuts.
I want to thank the American Patriot for following me.
Hey! Yeah, I can tell Taz in the chat there's a wrestling fan. He's dropping the references. He's getting the references. Yeah, and he said Hitman was far better. Yeah, he's talking about Bret Hart, who's one of the best ever. It wasn't just like, okay, people always talk about how great he was at like doing moves and stuff. Yeah, he was. He's like a video game character. The way every move looked perfect every time, it was nuts. But he could also sell moves really well. He could sell moments really well. He knew how to put together a match. He was a great talker. People like to say that like he wasn't a promo guy. Like, what are you talking about? He sounds like an actual pro athlete. The way that he's not like so unbelievably polished that he gets everything perfect, you know? He doesn't feel like a polished character. He feels like a pro athlete. And that made him like stand out, and it feels right, you know? Everything he says feels right coming out of his mouth. That's what you want. He made it feel real.
Yeah.
Which is not easy.
Ooh. I do have few friends that like wrestling and stuff, but it's been
Yeah.
so long since I was into it. But you know what I really liked about it all?
What?
Music.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
stuff.
my god. Okay, Jim Johnston was the guy who did WWE's music back then, and man, he was a wizard. He made the best songs. Like the songs fit the characters
Just
so well back then.
perfectly,
You'll be
yeah.
depressed to learn modern day WWE has terrible music.
Oh.
They have a team called Def Rebel doing it, and like there is nothing WWE fans like to make fun of more than Def Rebel's shitty music. All the time, like a theme will hit and you don't know who's coming out. There was a rule that Jim Johnston, the guy who used to make the music, had, whereas you're supposed to know who's coming out within 2 seconds of the theme starting.
Yeah.
Because the song should fit the character perfectly, and it should be like...
Yeah,
okay, when you hear The Undertaker's gong, you know The Undertaker's coming out. When you hear the glass break, you know Stone Cold's coming out.
Yeah.
When you hear, like, the If You Smell, you know The Rock is coming out. And, like, even, like, okay, those are big stars. When you hear, like, the record scratch and you mess with the real deal now. You know D-Lo's coming out. Like, you know, like, everybody had a song. The Brood, Gangrel and The Brood had an amazing song. The Vampire Dudes. Everyone's song was so kick-ass.
Yeah.
Ken Shamrock's, like... Ken Shamrock had a song that sounded like it was, like, an early UFC walkout song. Because, you know, he was, like, an early UFC champion. God, everyone's song. Val Venus had, like, his porn star song. Fucking okay, even the people who like were not big stars at all, the bottom of the card. You look at your like Robert Conway. Rob Conway had this like amazing song where like okay, the gimmick is like he's a jacked narcissist. He's completely self-absorbed. He's super shredded. He thinks he looks so good. He's basically Buff Bagwell, and and he comes out and he had this like Randy Newman theme, and it was just so perfect for him. And the whole song is about how great he is and how everybody loves him, and he looks perfect and he is perfect, and all anyone ever says to him is that he's the greatest. And the song just fits him. It's amazing.
But what sort of music do you like? What genre? What sort of artists are your thing?
I don't know. I don't really sit down and just listen to music typically. I like a lot of songs, but I wouldn't really say I'm a fan of albums or bands. There's just a lot of individual songs I've enjoyed over the years. And so I find it hard to say like what genres do I like. I feel like almost the way to look at it for me is like what if I like a genre, it means I have a very high I enjoy bad music from that genre. Whereas if it's a genre I don't like, I only like the songs that are like really, really good. Like I don't consider myself a rap fan, and it's not because there aren't rap songs that I like. There's a fuckload of rap songs I like, but I don't default to listening to your average rap song. It doesn't do it for me. Whereas like if it's like disco or funk or something, I can listen to something that is probably objectively trash and really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that.
Sorry, because I've always been into music. I love music. It's for me. It's memories, and I'm rather the same. Yeah, I can say I like rock, but it's like what kind of rock, you know?
Sure. Like there's a lot of subgenres there.
And yes, I was brought up consuming classical rock. You name it. Queen, Meatloaf.
Sure. Yeah.
Metallica.
Do you count like Leonard Skinner?
No.
I know a few of their songs and I like them. But again, like I don't know the whole discography. I can't say I'm a Leonard Skinner fan because I know like 3 songs. And I like them a lot, but like I only know a few. You know, like one of my favorite songs ever is Ride Like the Wind by Christopher Cross. Every other Christopher Cross song I've ever heard, I think sucks. But Ride Like the Wind is like one of my all-time favorite songs ever. That is a great song.
Yeah.
You know, like Metallica, I like a lot of Metallica songs that I've heard. I don't like Metallica as people, they're assholes, but the music, that's what I care about, you know?
Yeah.
And the songs I've heard I like.
Yeah.
Let me guess, Sweet Home Alabama, I'm like neutral on that. Freebird, I'm gonna be honest, Freebird is one of those songs I never remember which one it is until I hear it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. Tuesday's Gone, I don't even know that song. Give Me Back My Bullets by Leonard Skinner is a great song.
But I'm actually
Knowing 3 songs puts you above 60% of Leonard Skinner fans, hell yeah. Yeah, Sweet Home Alabama's a good song. I didn't know that was Leonard Skinner. I legit didn't know that was Leonard Skinner, sorry.
There's a band that me and Antio's actually gonna see called Ninja Sex Party.
Yeah, they're great. I got some of their albums.
Yeah, I only know them because of some of my streamer friends and stuff. And yeah.
Game Grumps, you know. I was watching them before Danny was on Game Grumps, so it was a big deal to me when Danny joined Game Grumps. I thought that was really cool, because he's just kind of a natural for that.
Yeah, and I just... Do you think it would be silly to ask Danny to come on here or not, or will he just snub me off?
I don't know. I'm sure he's a busy guy. I know that, like...
try!
You can try, yeah. No, he's a nice guy. I just don't know if he'll have time.
Yeah. I thought that about
I
you.
think I found them through... I want to say I first found Ninja Sex Party through, like, Unicorn Wizard, which was, like, that's a really old song for them now.
Yeah.
Wait, no, or was it one of their stand-up songs they did? I don't even think those are on their channel anymore, but, like, the...
You know the one that I really like? The one about the Kraken.
I don't know if I know that one. I haven't heard much of their, like, newer music.
It's so funny. It's about, like, this kingdom, and it's, like, the hordes of darkness. I shouldn't do that. Coming to attack, and then this king has to summon the Kraken. Release the Kraken! Sorry.
Okay, no, I think I have heard that one. It's just, I don't have, I haven't heard it in a long-ass time. I probably heard it when it was new, like, I probably heard it like 5 times when it was new, and then I never heard it again. I haven't actually listened to their music in quite a while, so...
I've been listening to it quite a bit, but yeah.
I know he did one, I want to say it's called Danny Don't You Know, or something like that.
That's one of my favourite ones! Danny Don't You Know.
No, that one was very good.
Danny Don't You Know. Danny Don't You Know.
Yeah, no, that one's fantastic.
Sorry, I need to
Obviously,
get my
I'm more
range
familiar with their
better.
comedy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I'm more familiar with the comedy stuff, but Danny Don't You Know, that's a really good song.
That's kind of weird to, like, calm me down. I was actually listening to that today.
Oh, there you go.
See, that's such a coincidence. But yeah, I like their music, but then I like other ones too. And it's like, my mind's gone blank. But yeah, there's just loads and loads of music that I do like. But I have to admit, I'm a sucker for 90s pop.
90s pop can be pretty good. I'm more of an 80s pop guy, but, like, obviously there's a ton of 90s pop that's really good.
I was really, really into the Spice Girls.
Oh, my sister was super into Spice Girls growing up. So, like, I heard a lot of Spice Girls. And, like, Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, you know, all them. All those ones that were popular at the time. And, like, a lot of those are quite good. Like, you know, people make fun of it or whatever because it was for preteen girls or whatever. But, like, no, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Spice Girls, all 3 of those bands had a lot of legitimately really good music.
Yeah.
Also, I saw in the chat there, Dennis was saying, Dennis watched late 90s, early 2000s WCW, and that was it, which is the worst era of WCW, I gather. Okay, yeah, it's not that there weren't really good things at the end of the 90s, early 2000s. When I say early 2000s, I mean WCW went out of business like 3 months into 2001. They didn't go out of business because like they sucked and no one was watching. No, a lot of people were still watching. It was still like the show was still doing great ratings. It was there was a corporate merger at Turner Broadcasting, and Jamie Kilner just fucking I think it was Jamie Kilner literally just axed the show. It was just a corporate merger and they were axing shows. It was still doing really well, which is depressing because it was a good show. But yes, generally when you look back at the whole history of WCW as a company, I think it's pretty safe to say that like 1999 to 2001 was probably the worst era of the show. There were still a lot of gems on the show. They still had a lot of great wrestlers. They still had a lot of great segments. There's still a lot of memorable, fun stuff. A lot of it was a train wreck, but there's still a lot to love. But like, no, like people always talk about how 96 to 98 WCW was amazing, and it was. People forget that like 91 to 96 was also really good. Like, no, WCW was a great company for a very long time before it died.
Ooh. Now, here's a bit of sort of like Pokemon question for you.
Okay.
If you had to create the best, like the best team of Pokemon, and the worst, like really bad Pokemon, what would they be? Not saying it's like 6 of the best, 6 of the worst. Because, yeah.
Okay, for best, I am woefully unqualified to answer that because I don't watch any competitive Pokemon. For worst, I could probably take an educated guess, at least from the Pokemon I'm most familiar with, so like Gen 1 to 6. Magikarp, Feebas, those are 2 very obvious ones because they're almost the same Pokemon and they're almost useless. If I was just trying to construct like the most useless team, Diglett might make it on there, not because it's bad, but because it has the lowest base health of any Pokemon, and so it's incredibly frail.
Not Pidgey?
What
Maybe
else
Pidgey? Or Onix?
No, Pidgey actually... Okay, Pidgey and Onix are both very weak, but they're not bottom 6. Like, I would say like maybe a C-Dot. C-Dot, not evolved, is very bad. No, there's other ones, though. What is it? Hoppip is incredibly weak.
Hoppip's bad.
I know there's some obvious ones that aren't coming to mind. Like there's a Beldum, an unevolved Beldum only knows Takedown, which is pretty garbage.
Yeah.
And like its stats aren't on par with like it's Steel Psychic, which is an okay type combo, and it's not like as weak as some of these other Pokemon I'm mentioning, but when you literally only have Takedown as a move, you are so unbelievably limited.
Yeah, because you keep on hurting yourself too, because Takedown is one of those recoil attacks. So unless you had like a ability that stops that, then
I don't think it does have the ability that stops recoil. I could be wrong.
That would be horrible though if it didn't. I mean, it should if it has that one. So
once it evolves, it learns like a great moveset. It becomes a pseudo legendary, so it becomes a really fantastic Pokemon. It's just at the very beginning, it's trash. I thought the fish could get really OP if you evolve it. Yeah. If you evolve a Magikarp, it becomes Water Onix, which is like a really good Pokemon. High attack. If you give it like Dragon Dance, it becomes very fast, very strong.
Just to clarify for the people who don't know, MDB calls Gyarados Water Onix because of a episode where he mistakenly calls Gyarados Onix. I don't know which one.
To this day, I don't know how I did it. I think, people have told me it was a Lance fight, which is even more confusing because obviously Lance does not have an Onix.
Yeah.
So I think it was a Gen 2 run, and I think it was a Lance fight, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But like, I still don't know how I messed that up because I think the script said Gyarados. So like, it's not even like I read the wrong thing. It's not like I wrote the wrong thing and then I was just reading it without thinking. I think my brain wasn't working. Like I don't know. Also, Taz said WWE's ECW was the worst thing. That is not true, my friend. I watched every episode of WWE's ECW. I watched them live week to week when I was younger, and then also I've rewatched a lot of it since then. If you take it to just be like, if you look at it like this is trying to be ECW, it's terrible because it feels nothing like ECW. Like, you can go Google search ReCW. It's a fan project that takes the best quality footage of ECW and they put it to the original audio so you don't get the horrible WWE network edits where they cut out all the licensed music and dub over everything and make it awful. You can go watch that. It feels nothing like WWE ECW. But WWE's ECW was like a really good 1 hour, mostly like a show to build up new stars. It was actually, okay, if you compare it to SmackDown and Raw at the time, it was way better than either one of them. In fact, it had the highest wrestling to non-wrestling ratio of any show WWE was putting on during its entire lifespan. Most of the show was in-ring wrestling. It was really good. You got to see a lot of great wrestlers there that didn't get attention anywhere else. Mike Knox. People don't realize how good Mike Knox was because they only know him from one comedy segment. If you watch the show, though, you know, oh, he was actually very good. He had killer matches against very talented people like Matt Sydal. Sorry, Mike Seidel's his brother, Matt Sydal. WWE ECW wasn't ECW, but it was a very good show. Either than like the first few months. The first few months there was a lot of growing pains. Once it kind of figured out what it was very good.
Cool. Oh,
yeah. Just take my word for it. I know you didn't see any of that.
Yeah. Oh, here's another interesting Pokemon one. What is the most forgettable Pokemon? Like, not the worst.
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Not the worst, but it's
I would have forgotten.
True.
I don't know.
True.
It's probably one I can't remember right now.
It's like so mediocre.
I have no idea.
Like one that you would.
Pokemon that I forget are in certain generations, but like
I
can't
the
pick that off
Pokemon
my head because I've forgotten.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know.
For me, it's just
I
like
don't
those
know.
really mediocre ones. Like, if I think of Generation 1, it's something like, I don't know, Vulpix.
I
It's
like
just
Vulpix.
so. Yeah, it's a good Pokemon. I just forget about it. But I know.
I don't forget about that. I don't. Okay, in fairness, I don't think I forget about any Gen 1 Pokemon just because the sheer amount of time I've played it. Gen 2, I think there's a couple Pokemon I forget about, even though I really like Gen 2 and I played a lot of it.
Same. I love Gen 2 so much. I think Gen 2 is better than Gen 1. But
I think I generally agree with that. There's a lot of busted shit in Gen 1 that got fixed immediately with Gen 2.
Yeah. Oh, another
like,
one.
I understand not liking the world.
I've got
as
one.
much.
I've got it. Oh my gosh, I hate
What?
them. Unknown.
I'm fine with Unknown.
I can forget about them easily. I just can't. I can't be asked.
It's kind of a boring Pokemon. It's just a gimmick of it spells the alphabet.
Mhm.
And like either than that, and like it has hidden power, which is not a very good move.
No.
I don't know. They're kind of whatever. I don't really have a strong opinion on them. I don't consider them forgettable. I remember them pretty well, but like I would never put one on my team. I guess that's what makes it kind of a lame Pokemon. Is like
that's another one I'd put on the worst team. I would put that on worst team. Unknown.
Oh, you know what? Unknown? Yeah, no, it probably belongs there because like it is by design incredibly limited.
Yeah.
It has one move. You don't know what type it's going to be, and it might be really weak. Because in the early games, it wasn't just the type of hidden power that was like randomized for the individual Pokemon. It was the power of the move. So you could have an Unknown whose hidden power is like 30. It's like weaker than Scratch.
Yeah.
I think the highest it could be is like 72, which is okay.
Yeah.
But like, no, your Unknown might just have like, it might be a really useless type, like Dragon type, which is super effective against like one thing, and it's really rare.
Yeah.
Or it could be like Grass type, where Grass is the most resisted type in the game. Half of Pokemon in Pokemon resist Grass.
Yeah.
So you could have like a Grass type move that has 30 power on a Pokemon that is psychic type, so it doesn't get the same type attack bonus. It's like, this is garbage.
Yeah. I've got another one. Oh, Taz has asked a question. Oh, kind of interesting. Pineapple on pizza?
It's okay. I don't order pineapple on pizza, and I don't put pineapple on my own pizza when we're making homemade pizza. But I've had it before, and I thought it was okay. I'm just not huge into mixing my sweet and my savory, I guess is the problem. Unless it's ham. Grilling pineapple rings and putting them on top of ham actually does taste really good.
Well, there you
But
go.
I don't have a strong people always have strong opinions on that one. I don't have a strong opinion. I think it's okay, but I don't order it.
Yeah,
I'm not a Hawaiian pizza guy.
I don't resent it. I know some people like, oh, how dare you? Pineapple isn't meant to be on pizza. I'm fine with it. I just wouldn't order it myself. I wouldn't go
Yeah,
for a
it's kinda
pineapple
how I am.
pizza.
I don't know. I think some people are just performative because it's fun to be outraged. And so they're
Yeah.
just they want to perform being outraged by pineapple on pizza. Like it's not really that
Terrible.
weird.
No.
It's a
tough.
fruit to help break up the fats
Right.
of the cheese. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Hydrate time.
Yeah. No,
Thanks.
using fruit, like an acidic fruit like that to break up fats on your meal is very normal in cooking.
Yeah, it is. Oh, here's one I probably know the answer to, but I want to ask anyway. If money wasn't a problem, like it's all okay, you've got enough extra cash and stuff, would you visit the UK?
Yeah, I'd probably travel. Because like if I could take time off work and I had money, like okay, like assuming I had, let's not say unlimited money, but let's say like functionally unlimited, like within the realm of what I would actually do, I had enough money to be fine. Yeah, I would travel more. Instead, the only other country I've ever been to is the United States, and I was very young. And it's because like I live like less than an hour from the border. So that makes sense. That was easy. But like no, I would travel more. I'd visit some countries. I have friends in different countries I would want to visit, and there's just countries that I generally like that I might not want to live in, but that I would like to visit. Like would I move to the United Kingdom? Probably not. It probably wouldn't be very practical for me. But would I visit? Yeah, absolutely. Same thing with like several countries. Like would I visit Hong Kong? Yeah, I got family there. I like Hong Kong, but would I live there? Fucking no. I would die of the climate and also die from the government. I'm good.
Yeah.
They broke the no touching the no touching rule. So, would you go back to the U.S. as it is right now? Yeah. In fact, I'm trying to move to the U.S. Me and my mom have been trying to move to the U.S. for 7 years. The only thing that stopped us was a global pandemic followed by money issues. We've been trying to move there because it's way more affordable than living here.
Hi,
Isn't tomato a fruit? I think tomatoes.
Giver.
I feel like I looked into this, and tomato's not a fruit or a vegetable. It's some other thing I don't know the name of.
It's a fruit. Just simple.
Is it?
Just it's a fruit.
I'm gonna Google it real quick. I know there's like a definitive answer on this. Okay. Okay, well, this is Ask Europe Reddit. I don't think that's the fucking end-all be-all. Okay, well, tomato's Wikipedia entry says that it's a berry, which is a fruit.
Yeah.
Okay, it says that it's fruit. Tomato is a plant whose fruit is an edible berry that is eaten as a vegetable. That makes sense. Yeah, and it's part of the nightshade family. Yeah, that's true.
What? Nightshade?
Yeah.
Isn't that
It's a non-poisonous form of. It is, but so is tobacco. Tobacco is also nightshade.
Oh.
And potatoes and chili peppers.
Yikes.
And I love chili peppers. I love potato. Oh, potato's so good. Is potato like the most versatile of food? I feel like you
It is,
can
it's
find
so
a way to make
potato.
potato. You can make potato in so many ways, and you can have potato as a side dish to anything. Like you can, there's just so many things you can do with potato. It's unreal.
Oh,
Man, I gotta make homemade hash browns again. I've been forgetting about that.
It's like
Yeah, it's a berry. You know what else is a berry is bananas. Bananas are one of those things that you don't think of as a berry, but once you hear that it's a berry, you're like, oh, you know what? That actually makes sense. It's just a very big berry. It's a huge carby berry. Okay, well, fruit in general is carby because it's sugar. Cucumbers are a fruit too. I've heard that. But again, eaten as a vegetable, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is cucumber a fruit or a berry? And berries are fruit, yes, but like, subcategory.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it a legume? I don't know.
I don't think it's a legume. Legumes are more like
I don't know.
pulses, like the like I was saying, baked beans, peas.
Yeah.
Anything of the little
Man.
bean category.
I gotta do some baked beans again. I've been thinking about it lately because like
Carby
I'm low on
berry
groceries
type of-
right now.
You bet. Yes, our
Carby
new
berry title of my
band,
next
Call Me Berry.
I actually think Carby Berry could be a good username.
Oh gosh.
It's memorable and it's not okay. That's like a rank username. It's not S rank, but it's an A rank username. If anyone out there wants to go become like a YouTuber or a streamer and you don't know what your username would be, consider Carby Berry. There's a lot you could easily do with the. Well, it's evocative, it's easily memorable, it's easy to pronounce for people who don't even know English very well, and there's a lot you could do with the art design. I mean, that gives you a lot of directions to work with. You could take, because obviously berries, there's a lot of berries, and then also the carby thing, you could interpret that so many different ways and do so many different designs with that. Like, carby berry, I'm sorry, I really like talking usernames and like what makes a good username.
We should do that and put it through AI.
Oh my god.
Yes, I saw.
You can make a lot of dumb shit with that. So yeah, I really like talking usernames. It's just a part of like YouTube and streaming that I find really fascinating. Is like what makes a good username. Because like the example I always give people of an S tier username is what is the biggest brand in the world? It is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. The first half of the words rhyme. The second half of the words rhyme. It is very easy to say and to understand and to recognize Coca-Cola regardless of what language you speak. It is a very, very good brand name. And so you want like an S tier username, that's like Queenus Weenus. It's perfect. It is perfect. That's fucking I don't know. There's like a bunch of examples of ones I can think of.
Just not my name. Just don't go there. I mean,
Terraloo228 is not. I wouldn't put it like a top tier username, but what it does sound like is it sounds like an early YouTube username, which has its own charm to it. Like my YouTube @ is Mah-Dry-Bread. It's just like a fucking. It's like what you would have as like an email back in the day,
It
just
was
your name and then it was taken, so you put some numbers. Yeah.
That was my first email address, and it stuck, and I was like, why change? Because do you remember Hotmail?
Yeah, I had a Hotmail account.
Yeah, that I still have my Hotmail account. It just. That's what it did. My first name is Tara. My second name is Louise. And I'm not doxing myself. And then it just spelled out that. So I'm like,
I mean, I
Tara
dox you every week on the Pokemon Challenge.
No, you don't, because everyone knows me as Tara or Tara Louise or Tara Louise.
Sorry, I'm gonna start putting your address in it. Dox you.
No,
doxed from Pokemon Challenge would be an insane way to get doxed.
But yeah.
Still use your Hotmail account? They don't call it Hotmail anymore, right? I think they just changed it to Outlook.
Yeah.
Because I assume the reason why they changed the name is because people would spell mail like M-A-L-E, and that's a porn site.
It's so funny.
Like 99% sure. Like, because that's an easy to spell wrong name, especially if English is your second language.
Yeah. But no, you can't dox me that easily because most people know I am a Welshie and stuff, and yeah, it's like I'm from here. If you come, I'll get the whole town on you with the battle axes and stuff and swords. I do have a sword.
We can narrow it down. You're like one of 10 people in Wales. We can narrow it down.
Well, there's many Welshie streamers, mostly south though.
Okay, do more people live in Wales or Northern Ireland? It might be Northern Ireland. Because Belfast is pretty big.
Daffodils. Yeah, I won't attack you with daffodils unless you have terrible hay fever, but then I'll react because I have let's try that again. I have terrible hay fever. I was really worried about how I was functioning because last week the tree sap started. The tree sap season.
More people live in Wales, actually. By a noticeable amount, actually. Okay, so the census on Northern Ireland is a little bit older. It's like a year older. So it's hard to say exactly what the current numbers are. However, there's about 2 million people in Northern Ireland. There's a little over 3 million in Wales. So you guys actually have about a third more people than Northern Ireland.
Yay.
Yeah, that's the number I was getting to. 3.18 mil in Wales, 1.92 in Northern Ireland.
Wow. But isn't Northern
that
Ireland
makes
a
sense.
lot
Like half
smaller?
of Northern.
Yeah.
It is smaller, and also about half of Northern Ireland is kind of the middle of nowhere, which I guess you could say that about Wales as well, you know.
Yeah.
Landscape-wise, again, you can't have a massive population right on the high elevation. A lot of people live along the coast, which just makes sense.
Oh my god, Scotland has more! Gasp!
Scotland's larger too, but also again, Scotland same kind of situation where a lot of Scotland is very, very rural. You know, the Highlands are incredibly rural. Most people live, you know, southeast coast, where it's a little warmer, and you know the coastal cities from history.
Yeah, Tasfay Dodge is Scottish. And yeah, hopefully we can visit Taz soon, possibly. I want to visit, like, go around the UK again. It would be nice and stuff, but it's like,
and then there's England, which people think all of Britain is just England. No, Britain is the name of the island. And then they think like Ireland is in Britain. No, Britain is the name of the island. Ireland is a different island. There's a little bit of the UK in the Isle of Ireland, but it's not the same thing. You know, Great Britain. Wow. You can call a Scot British, and you're correct. You can't call a Scot English. That's not the same thing. No, they get pretty upset about that. I've heard Scots even get upset about being called British just because they'd rather be called Scots, and I can get that.
Yeah. Who'd want to
It's
be
kind of like
British?
calling a Canadian a North American instead of calling them Canadian. I don't think I've ever met a Canadian that would get upset about that, but they would be kind of confused as to why you're saying the landmass and not the country.
Just, you guys, don't get me wrong, I only know a few Canadians, but you guys are just so lovely. Like, really
That's
lovely.
a lie. I live in Canada. I see the worst of it.
Just let me have the illusion of you being all lovely and being like, oh, we don't want a fuss. Being lovely.
Okay, you gotta remember that, like, Canada's a very, very rural country. Rural Canadians are largely quite nice. You go to, like, downtown Toronto, and, like...
Worse than London?
You get the... Probably not worse than London, no. London is a unique breed of insane.
Thank you.
Toronto has its own obvious problems, but, like, that's the thing, is, like, okay, when you look at really big major cities for countries, the really big urban areas where, like, it's a big enough city that the cities around it are kind of fed off the system of this internal one, right? Like, London is such a big and important city that there's cities near London that are part of the greater London area. Just like how we have the GTA, the greater Toronto area. I don't don't live in Toronto anymore. I live in the greater Toronto area, so cities outside of Toronto that survive because of Toronto.
Yeah.
And anytime you look at those cities, there's a lot of similarities between them because big cities always have a kind of a similar culture, but then they also have their own unique flavors of insanity. New York City has its own unique flavors of insanity depending on where you go. Like Manhattan is a wild place, and I have friends in Manhattan. The insanity of Manhattan is not the same as the insanity of like East End London or something. You know, they're still culturally very different, even if they have some similarities.
I've worked in London
Remember
twice.
Canada, right? The Geneva checklist. Yeah. Yeah, Canada loves its war crimes. We're really good at it.
I've worked in London twice, and I hated it.
Yep. I don't know people from London who like London. London is great to visit, not to live.
I go grey. Like, literally, my
No,
skin turns
no way I could
grey.
do it.
It's like, oh. It's like my
I would
perfect
never be able to
porcelain
live
skin.
there. Like,
just
even money aside,
It's,
like, if I had unlimited money, I would never want to live in London. If I
no.
wanted to live in the United Kingdom, I would be, like, I don't know, outside, like, Newcastle upon Tyne, maybe? I would want to be, like... not like super rural. I don't need to be in the farmland necessarily. I'd like to be in a town. A town not too close to any of the big cities. That's kind of my speed of living. But like obviously it would have to be somewhere where like, okay, the big problem about moving to the UK, business taxes, business laws, stuff like that, because I'd be bringing my business with me.
Yeah.
Taxes in general in the UK are not the easiest, but then again, neither is Canada. It's not all that different. A cost of living can be quite bad depending on where you live in the UK, but again, that is regional. You know, there are places with a cheaper standard of living, which is good. I know a lot of people who really like living in Scotland as long as you don't live near Glasgow, because Glasgow is like fucking stab you in the back central.
I think I know
I don't want to live.
Oh yes, that would be perfect.
I don't want to live in Liverpool or Birmingham because the Scouse and the what do you even call them? The Burmese? They have the worst accents in the world. Yeah, no, I don't.
Burmese,
yes, the sleepy fucking Burmese or the Scouse fucking Liverpool motherfuckers. Worst accents in the UK.
I'm not gonna do it, but no. There's one town that
If you're from Birmingham, you sound like you're from Fable: The Lost Chapters.
But no, also, K-Tech, he's a Liverpudlian.
Yeah.
But he speaks
you know
normally.
what I'm talking about. We don't all have terrible Scouse accents. It's not all of you, yes. But you know what I'm talking about. You're there.
I think I know the perfect area for you. It's not too close. Yes, it's near me, but it's around here that I know. It's a really nice town called Hope.
Well, the name checks out.
It's lovely. It isn't like... It's close to the English border, so you wouldn't have to like learn Welsh, obviously. But it's also it's close to like Wrexham, so but also close to other places too. Yeah.
Am I right in thinking it's kind of southeast corner of Wales?
No, it isn't.
Okay.
It's actually north.
Okay.
It's quite a nice
Is it northeast corner?
Yes, it is. And
okay, I assumed it's in the corner because again, most people live along the edges of Wales because it's just more livable.
And I know, I went to view a property in Hope, God, so many years ago now, and it was gorgeous, like proper gorgeous. The views there was amazing, and yeah, I would have got that place if I had the money. But yeah, things happen, and I couldn't afford it.
What are prices like in Hope? Oh damn, that's expensive.
How much is it?
Oh lord, they're not as bad as Canadian prices, but they're not great.
How much?
If I wanted a house, we're looking at like at least £500,000, which to
Yeah.
Canadian is a lot. Those are not too far off of Canadian. Okay, no, Canadian prices are still worse, but there's this amazing. You probably heard me talk about it on stream before. There's this amazing Instagram account that compares what you could buy for a crack shack in Toronto to literal castles in Europe, and they're the same price. You could also buy a Pacific Island
I think you've talked
for the same
about that
price as
before,
like a
yeah.
townhouse. Yeah, you can get like
Yeah.
a condo in Toronto for that price.
Yeah.
No,
I remember
houses here are unbelievably expensive.
it was around about 650 when I was looking at it a month for
my God, okay.
3-bedroom place.
Here, I found something that maybe I could afford in a few years. Let me link it to you. It is an empty lot that they didn't clean before they took the picture. Looks like they can do a little farming there, and there's a shed and a small greenhouse. I can live in the shed.
I was just gonna say, did you want me to try and make our shed more hospitable? Put a nice bed down, get a potty out there, and it'd be great. I'd do that for around about 200 a month.
Oh, for sure.
No, that would be
damn. It would be so cheap. Dude, my rent is $3,000 a month, nothing included. My mom's is $2,500, and these are rent controlled, by the way, for 6 years. I got them right before COVID, so it was before it got even worse. If I were to get it fresh today, it'd be like $5,000.
And Tace, am I allowed to say? Because
Well, wait, what your rent is?
I don't rent.
Oh, okay, lucky.
And to put it politely, I'll do the joke. So, my dad asked if I wanted him to pay for the wedding or pay for house deposit. Guess which one I went for.
I mean, if you're saying you go for the house.
He pay. He was lending us the money, which I've already paid back, luckily.
Okay, yeah, that's still useful. The loan is still good.
But we've always said that I only married him for the house.
So £1 is currently close to $2 Canadian. It's £1 is $1.83 Canadian.
Okay.
That's the current exchange rate there.
And yeah, Antea said no, but yeah. Let's just say I feel bad if you want to rent because we're paying a rent.
I don't want to rent. I want to own. It's just no one here can afford to save up for the down payment. Because again, if you want to buy, if I wanted to buy the dilapidated 25-year-old townhouse that I live in right now, the selling price is over $1 million.
What?
It's a duplex, so it's like an attached building with another house. And I obviously I'm not renting the other half. So I get like a half-sized garage and a half-size house. It's 25 years old, it's quite dilapidated, and it's over $1 million. So there's no way I could buy that. No one in Canada can buy these things. This place is owned by someone who lives in the Middle East.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, and I've had places like that, and I didn't like them. I mean, the best place that I rented was my last place. They were actually living in, near to us, and they were so helpful. And it was such a nice place. And that house even had its own gardener, which was very helpful.
That is helpful.
And I just, I like that. And it's just... we were looking near there as well, and various other places, and this place sort of came up online. And the funny thing is, it's just around the corner from my parents, and I only came here for a laugh. and then Dad put in an offer, and they said yes. So now we have the house.
Don't forget, next time you see your dad, Big Daddy, Kendo Nagasaki, giant haystacks.
You'll have to remind me. I'm gonna.
We can. Yeah, I'll type it in our chat so you don't forget.
Thank you. But yeah, I just my dad's weird. Like, well, he is Welsh, but he's really into cars, like classic cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's been like professionally driving most of his life. Like, he even used to be a dustbin lorry driver.
Oh.
But yeah, it's whatever brings in the money, I suppose. And yeah.
Yeah.
And Mum's always been into her technology and stuff. But she's.
I have a friend who used to drive a garbage truck, and he, when he was younger, and he accidentally left the back thing of the garbage truck up when driving, and knocked out the power lines to the town. I have a whole Discord of people that are going to be very happy I told that story on the air. They love any time it comes up.
It's so funny. I can't imagine that happening now because like the power lines are so far up and stuff. That
Yeah. There, I just let them know in the Discord.
I've got another.
Love that story.
I've got another Pokemon theme question here.
Yes.
What are some of your favorite and best Pokemon runs?
Okay. There's one that's coming out on. It's the first week of April. I think it's like the 4th or something is the Saturday. It is the best run I've done in years. Easily. I'm editing it this coming week. So it'll be up sometime during the week for like the patrons, and you'll see it early. And but it goes live early April. It's Pokemon Platinum with one Shedinja, which I put off for like years. So I did a Shedinja run in December of 2019, and I did another one in December of 2020. And the only reason I didn't, and like, okay, both of those runs are boring because it's every battle's the same thing. It's I get hit once and I die, or I swept everything. Like, there's not much to recap. They're really short. They're really boring. But I thought for ages that Pokemon Platinum with one Shedinja would probably be impossible. And the reason I figured it would be impossible is Bertha. In the Elite Four, she has a Hippowdon, and when it comes out, it starts a never-ending sandstorm. Because in that generation, when it starts a weather effect, it never ends. If a weather effect happens and you're a Shedinja, you just faint. And they didn't have the held item yet that gets rid of weather damage, and that ability doesn't exist or anything. So I was thinking, like, okay, I don't think there's any way I could actually survive that fight. I thought about it a bunch.
Pick me! I think I know!
Okay, I don't want to spoil how the run goes. What I will say is I came up with an idea that I thought could probably do it, and I talked about the idea on my Pokemon Ultra Moon A Journey series, and I was kind of brainstorming it out loud. And so I was like brainstorming it with the comment section and everything, and with my friends, and I was thinking like, okay, this might work, this might not, because I don't know how the AI is going to behave. Because they opened with Whiscash, and I thought, okay, if Whiscash uses Sandstorm manually, I faint, because when they manually use a Sandstorm, you always take damage at the end of that round. Whereas if Pokemon switched in and it starts it, you don't take the damage till the end of the round, so there's time to change the weather in that time. But there isn't if Whiscash uses Sandstorm right away, so I didn't know how the AI was going to behave. What happened, and I won't spoil the whole video, but when I got to Bertha, what I realized is the AI behaves really weird. Whiscash doesn't have any moves that can directly damage you, but everyone else on the team does. Once in a blue moon, Whiscash will use Sandstorm, but most of the time it'll switch to a random Pokemon on her team. Now, sometimes that means she switches to Hippodon and literally turn 1, you auto-die, and there's nothing you could do to stop it. Other times, it's like Golem or Gliscor, and if they switch into that, I do actually have an opportunity to fight a little bit before Hippodon comes out. I'm not going to tell you whether I won the fight or not. What I will tell you is the entire run is loaded full of battles that I have never shown on the show before, because it's like trainers that I never need to show because it's completely inconsequential that end up being really hard. Like there's a mandatory trainer right before the fighting gym that has Driftbloom. It has the ability Aftermath. When you make it faint with a contact move, you take a little bit of damage. And that damage never matters unless you have 1 health. Then you faint. So I would auto-faint fighting it. And the solution I came up with for it, I didn't know it was just contact moves. I thought in that generation, it makes you faint on any move. So the solution I came up with, and I will tell you this one, because it took me over an hour to do, was I confused it with Confuse Ray. And then I would spam Sand Attack, and I would reconfuse it every time that it snaps out of confusion. And I would try over and over and over and over for well over an hour until it hit itself so many times that it fainted itself, because then I don't take aftermath damage. And the first time that I did that, I beat it. I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna win. They send out a Buizel, and the level 22 Buizel was faster than my level 44 Shedinja, so I fainted anyway. And I had to do it again. So the first time I made it faint, in like 20 minutes. The second time, it took like 50 minutes. Just because luck. It is all luck. Because it's accuracy drops and it's confusion. So if they don't get confused for the first turn, like if they don't hit themselves the first turn, I die. Because they have moves that can hit me. They have Gust, and that's not going to run out of power points. The Gust and Ominous Wind. And then my Sand Attack, one Sand Attack drops a 100 accuracy move to 75, which is still probably going to hit. So, like, oh man, I had some close calls where I got it to a sliver, and then I finally get hit. Like, when I time-lapse the footage, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show the whole time-lapse. I don't know if I talk long enough, because, like, in Premiere, you can only speed something up to something like 10,000 times speed. I don't know if 10,000 times speed is going to be fast enough to show the entirety of the time-lapse to the victory, but we'll find out. I'll at least show the time-lapse of how it looked and then show you what the winning run looked like, because I got the footage beginning to end of the winning run, so you can see what it looks like. It looks stupid. And then I got stuck and brickwalled by 2 Zubats. You remember how, like, before you go to, like, there's like a Team Galactic warehouse that you have to go to right after you beat the fighting gym, and on your way there, you and Dawn have a double battle with some Zubats, and it doesn't matter. It's like super easy. But in this run, because it's a double battle, if I make one faint, I can sweep them, but like I can make one faint, the other one's just gonna hit me. So I had to try over and over and over and over and over with turbo speed on until they either missed enough or they just kept attacking Dawn's Clefairy. And it took me like 20 minutes, I think. It was a couple hundred tries, but when you have turbo mode on, that only takes like 20 minutes. So at least there's that. But like still, it was never in my life did I think I was gonna get stun locked by 2 Zubats. Like, it's crazy. So there's a lot of that. It's easily one of the most interesting runs I've ever done. It's a shame that I'm doing it now and not way back in the day, because way back in the day, more people would see it and they'd really enjoy it. Whereas now, 30,000 people will see it, because that's the number I always get now. But I think people are going to really enjoy it.
Hey, my friend, you need to watch him, okay? Thank you. that's
and the worst
saying.
one I ever did was what was it? Metronome only.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't like other people do metronome only where they use a randomizer option, so every Pokemon only knows metronome. I didn't do that. I did it so I can only use metronome, and either that, every other Pokemon can use their regular movesets, which they're balanced to use. It is the least fun run I have ever done in my life, and it's the only run where I came very close to giving up and doing something else. It was in Silphco. When I was in Silphco, I was very close to giving up. 30K I'd be happy with. Okay, don't get me wrong, I'm happy with 30K. I'm just saying it's a shame I didn't do it back when I was getting 1 million. because I know that those 1 million people would have really enjoyed that video.
Yeah.
Whereas now, those same people would enjoy the video, but less of them are going to see it. Times are different. I'm less popular now, and the algorithm fucking hates me. So like, it's just I should have done it back then because people were asking for it. I didn't do it because I thought it was impossible. And then nowadays I decided, oh, I should do that actually, because even if it is impossible at Bertha, I can make a whole video out of that. Bertha's like the third from last trainer.
Look, I know I'm saying this as a inexperienced streamer who occasionally puts things on YouTube and stuff. The people who deserve to watch it are watching it now. Before, yeah, it
Not
would
always
be.
true.
Oh?
Not always true, because I constantly get comments from people saying, damn, I thought you stopped uploading. I haven't seen you in years. I love your show. It just stopped showing up on my page. And they wanted to watch this whole time. They just didn't know. Those
That is
people,
not fair.
they never just... Yeah, they never
at all.
decided to stop watching. They just didn't know I was still here. That sucks, because they wanted to keep watching. YouTube simply deprioritized me. That sucks, because like there's nothing anyone could do about that. That's no one's fault.
Yeah.
But you could argue it's YouTube's fault. But it's in reality, it's the algorithm. It's just fucking an AI trained thing. Even before AI was the hot new thing, the algorithm was always essentially an AI.
Yeah. But
It was functionally, yeah.
for me, I go out of my way to make sure that I keep up to date with the content creators that I like. And yes, I say content creators because they're not always YouTubers. They're not always
Sure.
on Twitch. It's a variety of people that I like to watch. You know?
And people who make newsletters, even like people who make art, you know, like all of it. I hate the term content creator, but I can't think of a better term to describe when you want the umbrella to be that broad, and sometimes you need it that broad.
Exactly.
I don't call myself a content creator. I just specifically call myself a YouTuber. But I can understand why someone might refer to me as a content creator. I don't think it's an incorrect label.
I wouldn't even put you under that umbrella. I'd call you entertainer.
Yeah,
you were around before YouTube. You were around probably before
kind
Twitch
of
and stuff. So,
I was around before Twitch. I wasn't okay. I was doing videos before I was doing videos on YouTube, like in high school. But YouTube existed. I just wasn't putting them on YouTube. I was putting them on like Blip TV, but that site doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
That's all just lost media. But that was like high school films, you know, like film projects and stuff that we were doing for class. And obviously, like it was for fun that I was putting them online. They didn't need to be online. I just need to show them to my teacher. But and you know, we had them on tape. Like you'd put them on literal cassette tapes and show them to the teacher.
When I was doing my multimedia studies, we did one film that I remember. Mostly because I actually came up with the idea and wrote a lot of the script for it, but then I always seem to get shanghaied into being talent. And yeah, imagine this: Trek Wars in outer space. Yes, it's a spoof. Yes.
Yeah.
Star Trek. But Star Wars, it was that. But then it's the women who were empowered and the guys who wore the really nice skimpy outfits. No, they had like crop tops and shorts on.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny.
I mean, it sounds like it could have made a good Monty Python sketch. Although they didn't really parody stuff much.
No, and did you ever watch Star Trek or Star Wars and stuff like that?
Okay, so I watched original trilogy and prequel trilogy for Star Wars, and I played a lot of the video games. A lot of the video games were good, like older ones mostly. You know, Knights of the Old Republic, the NES games, stuff like that. For Star Trek, I always knew a lot about Star Trek, and I like the clips I watched, but I never actually watched it myself. But like, Next Generation looks like it would be something that I would really like. Modern
Next
Trek,
Gen-
I have zero interest in. When I watch clips of Modern Trek, it's like this doesn't feel like Star Trek. This is not the you know, a bunch of sane, stable people trying to calmly work their way through interesting situations on the frontier of the galaxy. It's screaming dramatic people who are incompetent and trying to be funny, and like that's not what I'm interested in Trek for.
No. Have you heard of the character Picard?
Yeah, I know Picard.
Yeah. That was my character.
Did you have to wear a bald cap?
No, luckily I didn't. But I was
okay.
imposing monologue type character.
Yeah.
And then everyone had their own unique one, and yeah, we just did a lot of episodes and stuff, and oh, it was just so good. And yeah, to this day, I'd want to go back and see if they have the footage. They probably don't though. They probably don't even have the footage on the film that I helped on. It was a horror film called Expiry Date, where it was this cursed credit card. And whatever you bought with that credit card would kill the person who had it.
Okay. So it's okay. It's cursed Final Destination. Is groceries Final Destination?
Well, with it, the person who got it, realized it was cursed and killed up a few of the people he hated. And stuff, and then at the end, you realize what he'd become, and he'd become all this weird, evil person type thing, that was buying people stuff and killing them. Not my idea, because I'm not into horror, but yeah, I helped. I was the one or helped with the actual filming and stuff with the cameras.
Yeah.
Which was fun. I was always really into camera work back then. And my thing was like either cameras, doing scripts, or photography, or radio. I love radio. It's just, yeah. And I'd always, it was so great back then.
My high school Comtech class exam was making like a short movie, so we made a slasher film. I was the slasher villain. I don't remember what we called it. It was great because like the hero of it was like a loose cannon police officer. We did all the tropes. It was really fun. I remember I wore we've had like one of those big pink exercise balls that had like had a hole in it, so it flattened, and it was and we asked the PE teacher, the phys ed teacher, like, hey, can we have that? And he's like, yeah, it's junk. So we cut it up. We made like an eye mask out of it, and we painted it with this really shitty, flaky white paint. It looked really creepy. It was great. And I was the slasher villain. And I don't really remember the plot all that well.
Do you need to?
We had a lot
it's
of
a
fake
splatter
blood.
film.
No, I don't really remember the plot all that well. I just remember like some of the cheesy lines and everything we put in, but I don't remember the characters' names or anything anymore. I think I die in the end, you know.
That makes me think of something that I'd rather not think of. Which I'm going to touch you guys with. Mr. Blobby.
And Mr. Blobby's a fucking weirdo.
Thank you. I'm so glad you actually...
Mr. Blobby's had wrestling matches.
What?
Didn't
know that.
No, okay. Okay, the United Kingdom fucking loves their comedy wrestling, and a lot of it is good, and a lot of it is bad. And so, of course, Mr. Blobby has had matches. In the UK, they also have, like, carnival shows where they have, like, fake Undertaker and stuff. Like, they'll have people dress up like different big wrestling stars, and they're just, like, fat, out-of-shape dudes. So this UK Undertaker is an actual wrestler who like runs the indie circuit there, and is just a fucking guy in a trench coat with long hair. Can you imagine like? Okay, the UK would put on shows. There would be promotions that put on shows. It's like all your favorite stars in one place, and it's like advertising Undertaker and Sid Vicious and The Rock and Stone Cold. You go there, and it's just a bunch of fat, out of shape dudes dressed up like these people. It's like I want my money back. It's like a parody show, I guess, but they don't really market it like that. They market it like all the stars are there. That's a thing.
I know. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I know about Mr. Blobby. Fucking weird children's mascot. Like, there's a lot of children's mascots that look real creepy. Mr. Blobby's one of them.
Yeah. One of my American friends has a tattoo of Mr. Blobby.
That's unfortunate.
It's like, yeah, I have tattoos too. I'm not showing them off because I don't know. Kids might watch this show. Probably not. I can't imagine.
Well, what do you have a tattoo of the kids can't see? Hold on. Just got the word fuck tattooed right across your chest.
No, it's just a paw print.
Oh, okay, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, paw print's fine.
But no, it's, yeah. I think it's on this side. Let's just say Harry Potter. I used to be into it, but
nothing wrong with that. Oh, some people really like Harry Potter. My girlfriend really likes Harry Potter.
Yeah, I like. Now I'm trying to distance myself from that bitch, but yeah.
Oh, she was a bitch before she was anti-trans. She was always an embarrassing attention hog. Who cares? If you like the media, you like the media. It's a story. I like a lot of Okay, I watch pro wrestling. Do you have any idea how many pro wrestlers ended up being really terrible people and you can still enjoy their pro wrestling? It happens. Do you agree with every video game's CEO? Probably not. I bet you there's all kinds of video games you buy, and the CEO has all kinds of politics that you don't like. Don't let that ruin your enjoyment of the media. If you like Harry Potter, that's okay. My girlfriend's trans. She loves Harry Potter. I don't care. She doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, as they say, get over it and stuff. And yeah. At the time, didn't know.
Yeah. No, she likes Hogwarts Legacy. She bought the game and she likes the game.
See, that's the better one, isn't it?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it a dragon because you're Welsh?
Yes. Dragon.
Okay.
And because Dad has it as well.
Okay, well, there you go. Now, Wales has easily one of the best flags in the world.
Yeah!
I think it's safe to say. Great color scheme. Dragon as a mascot, that's awesome. There's a lot of generic flags out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of awfully unoriginal generic flags out there. The United Kingdom as a whole, pretty lucky when it comes to flags. All the flags in the United Kingdom are pretty good looking. Scotland, great color scheme. You know, the Union Jack, kind of a combo of all of them. It looks really creative, really good. The Welsh flag, obviously, dragon, great color scheme. Northern Ireland doesn't have an official flag, which is crazy. It has unofficial flags.
But yeah, I mean, out of all the flags anywhere, Welsh flag, gotta be S tier if I'm ranking flags.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a top tier flag. Like it's it's both recognizable and genuinely looks really good.
Yeah.
And there aren't many flags like that. Like there's, especially in Europe, there's so many bland European flags. The Russian flag and the French flag is just the same flag turned on its side. It's terrible. Like, okay, the Dutch flag and like, there's like 4 different flags that are just red, white, and blue tricolors that are borderline identical.
Yeah, I'm like, stop.
Yeah. Okay, Hungarian flag, I'll at least give them credits for using different colors, but it's still kind of a boring tricolor. So many of the tricolors are very boring.
Yeah,
Put like okay,
forgettable.
give me a tricolor. If you want to do a tricolor, put a logo in the middle, and I'm fine with it. You just got to do something, you know. Tricolor is not a bad idea. You just got to do something a little more with it. Okay, the Netherlands used to have orange on their flag. Eventually, they changed it to red, though, and just made it super generic. The orange looked really good. Apparently, the reason that they got rid of the orange, though, was the flags that they had on their boats would fade. The orange would fade out, and it wouldn't look right.
No, we're just talking because first it was food, then it was wrestling, and
Yeah.
now it is flags.
Yeah, when we going back to that wrestling part, that's the best part.
The part where I don't understand. Let's have a
Yeah.
look here.
You gotta start watching some wrestling again. I gotta send you some wrestling.
Sure. Ooh, here's a kind of juicy one. What is a story from your life you rarely tell, but probably should?
I don't know. I don't know. If I had that question ahead of time, I could have prepped for it and maybe I would know, but I don't know.
You never
don't know,
prep
I
for
tell
chaos. This is Podchaos. You never prep for it.
I fucking talk about everything. I'm an open book. I don't know what story I don't tell.
Yeah.
If it's a story I haven't told, it's probably because it's too boring to be worth telling.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have told it.
Fine, I will do a worse one. If you had to give up memes or GIFs forever, which one would you choose?
I mean, memes, that's so vague and broad, you know? Anything can be a meme.
Anything could
Anything
be a
can
GIF.
be mimetic.
There's so many
I
GIFs.
guess, but like, okay, a GIF is a specific file format. You know, I could get rid of GIFs and still use WebMP, and it would work the same. Whereas like memes, like that's just jokes.
But
reoccurring bits and jokes, we just call them memes now.
Yeah, total memeage.
Yeah, I'm gonna say GIFs because that's just a file format. That's replaceable.
Okay. Oh god, this is like super juicy, and this is a really long one, so prepare yourself. So if you were doing, like, you had to raise money for charity, and you had to choose a charity and choose what you were gonna say it was a stream before time, what would it be? For instance, I did a special Welsh one where I was trying to relearn Welsh again. So I did that, but then my next year one, I'm considering doing the same, because we do it every year on St. David's Day. And I'm thinking of trying to find a Welsh game that I'll actually enjoy. There's a few, but they're point and click adventures, which I am terrible at and would hate. So I'm going to try and find a Welsh game that I'll actually enjoy and play that.
Yeah, so this question's incredibly easy because I did a weekly charity stream for like 6 years or something. It was called Pass the Controller Please, and it was raising money for Child's Play, which is a charity that brings video games to like sick kids' hospitals. So I literally did that for many years before I was ever famous. So yeah. I don't know how much money was raised because we just linked to their website to go donate to it. So it's not like we were taking money for it. It was just we linked to the website. There's no tracker or anything. It's not like we're an official partner. We were just twice a stream. Well, actually, I guess it was 3 times. It was at the beginning, middle, and end. It was a 2-hour weekly stream, and we just remind people, hey, we play like a different game every week, or just multiplayer games, hanging out with our friends, and then we remind people, hey, you should go to the description. There's a link to the Child's Play website. You can go donate to them.
Yeah.
And we'd have a little speech on saying like what Child's Play is about.
Yeah. With mine, one year, I got the charity involved, and I got someone from the charity on Podchaos and stuff, and that was awesome. And I think that year was when I raised over £100, mostly because of one person. You know who you are.
Some people donate big.
I know he does. Anyway, yeah, and I feel last St. David's Day was good for just an unexpected, yes, I'm gonna do this. And yeah, I enjoyed that, and I want to do more.
That's awesome.
And if I could, this question for me, if I had to choose, I would say I would raise money for cats protection and do a cat game. Or do a run
Fair.
where in Pokemon where I'm only using cats. That would be fun.
That's actually been requested to me quite a bit, a cat-only run. I just don't know what generation would have, like, the most cats to use, you know?
Same. So there's Skitty, Persian.
Dude, I had someone tell me the other day that apparently Trubbish is supposed to be a cat.
No, it's rubbish.
But apparently it's also a cat.
It's not.
Like, a Pokemon company officially listed it as a cat, which is, I don't understand. It doesn't look like a cat to me.
It's rubbish. It's
I don't get it.
Literally rubbish.
I love it.
But it's not. It's
yeah,
not
like,
a cat.
no, I like that Pokemon a lot, but, like, it's clearly a garbage bag. Like,
of course you would like it. Poison
yeah,
type.
It's poison type. Yeah, it's like that generation's Grimer. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a poison type that just becomes a bigger version of itself.
Well,
trash Pokemon like Grimer and Muck. I like those too.
It's like a lot of people will be surprised at my favorite sort of type of Pokemon. It's like
Normal.
type. No, not normal.
Oh, flying.
No.
Ground.
No.
Rock.
No.
Electric.
No.
Water.
It's close.
Fire.
That is not close.
Ice?
Yes.
Ice. Okay, fair. First try.
No, it's not your first try, liar.
Just cut it the rest.
No, that's the point. I don't edit these. No editing.
Oh.
I'll clip that out. Guys, clip this. Clip this.
Yeah. Is it ice type?
I also need more clips, please. Loads of clips of this. I need to remember.
Yeah, do clips. It helps promote the channel.
Yes. That reminds me of, like, your little fossil gag.
Yeah. I literally call it the fossil gag. Everybody knows what it is.
Yeah. Well,
I've seen other people's challenge videos in other video games, and they verbatim say the fossil gag, but with an item from that game, which is very flattering. Thank you. I've seen people do that in Dark Souls runs, and Fallout, and Oblivion, probably Skyrim. Some people don't know where that's from either, which is crazy because it's word for word my gag, which is very specifically worded.
But no, I'm not going to. I'm looking it up on my phone. Bitch. It's here somewhere. I know it's here.
What is?
You'll find out. There it is! I found it! I found the MTV wiki.
Oh, yeah. What is it, like Wikitubia?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone updated my Wikitubia the other day. I got an alert for it.
I didn't.
I don't know what they added, though.
Idea.
It doesn't tell me.
On my
I don't know what they added.
If I can do this right. On my way through, I took the helix fossil. I'd do that if I didn't say what I took. You'd ask. Actually, now that I think about it, everyone ask anyway. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Something, something,
See-
algorithm. Something, something.
You gotta say it more
algorithm.
Canadian, though.
I'm not Canadian.
Here's just quick, appropriate my culture.
But yeah. Oh, and there's another quote of yours. Until next time.
Let's stop
Have a
that
nice
baby.
day.
Aw.
Oh, stop that baby!
Stop that baby!
Sin
I think I got
Cara!
fucking shit terrorism on there. No,
Follow me on
my
Twitter.
Wikitubia quotes, my Wikitubia quotes fly off a cliff like immediately.
But yeah.
You can tell that the person who wrote that though didn't see too many of my Let's Plays, or else there'd be way more insane quotes. Because if you deep dive through the Let's Plays, there's all kinds of wacky shit I've said.
I love this one. Fuck! Shit! Terrorism!
Yeah, that's a good one. That was because of our running gag that for a little while on YouTube, there's certain words you couldn't say in the first couple minutes or you'd get limited ads, but you were allowed to say them later on. So as soon as we passed that part in the video, we're all of a sudden we're like saying all the words you can't say, like fuck, shit, and terrorism. Those are words you're not allowed to say in the first few seconds. You're not allowed to do hard swears in the first few seconds, or you're limited ads. You also can't say terrorism. So I can't open a video with, hey everybody, terrorism here, or else I would likely get limited ads for that video. I wonder why.
Yeah, that. Ah! Okay, here's a good one for this bit. So, have you got any advice on people like yourself, you know, entertainers, content creators, YouTubers, people who are on Twitch?
Yes, lots, but it usually specifically has to do with the individual person and their show. Anytime I see a show that's smaller than mine, and I can tell that they're trying really hard, and like that they really care about it. If I see that they're doing really well, like that they're not like doing really well in terms of growth necessarily. I mean doing really well, like I think that the videos that they're doing are doing a good job. I will let them know that. And if we end up getting talking, then I'd let them know like, hey, you can ask me whatever, whenever, and I'll try my best to help. And it's just one man's opinion, but I do like to give feedback.
Yeah.
It's hard to give general advice because everyone's show is so drastically different when it comes to things like Twitch and YouTube. But there are general things that you can take and use. I just don't know even what to say without knowing like a genre even. I guess, okay, a general rule that I can give to literally any YouTuber or streamer that is useful is what Mr. Zablocki, my high school Comtech teacher, told me, and he was right. Video is 70% audio. What he meant by that was you've watched many YouTube videos that you thoroughly enjoyed where the visuals weren't always the best, whether the lighting wasn't the best, or maybe the video quality itself wasn't very high, it was a little blocky, whatever.
Yeah.
But the audio was fine, and you enjoyed the content of the video, and it didn't bother you at all. You've never watched a video in which the video quality is great, or even it has really slick editing or whatever, but the audio is awful.
Yeah.
No, anytime you've clicked on that, you've clicked off.
Yeah.
Because people notice issues with audio way before they do with video. Now, when I say issues, I don't mean you need the best microphone, the best preamp, the best, the best whole audio setup and filters and whatever. Just that there's not a problem with it. You need to make sure that it is clear and easy to hear you, and that there isn't some kind of horrible screeching noise. That is the most important thing for your video or your stream. More important than having a really good camera or having really good video quality of your gameplay or anything like that. Now, if in the future you want to have a really good microphone or whatever, by all means go for it. It's not required to grow. People think if you dump more money in equipment, you will grow more. Not really true. As long as you're just trying to get rid of problems. If there are not obvious problems, then you're good. You don't need better audio than what you literally have right now. I hear you clearly. There is not a problem. I don't hear hissing. I don't hear massive differences in volume. I'm not hearing anything that I would be concerned about. So your audio is perfectly fine for what you're doing. So then that's when you start thinking, okay, what can I do with video within my means? And your video's fine. You're well lit. I can see you clearly. The set is perfectly fine. It's not like, you don't need to have a super fancy background. A lot of people use green screens. Green screens are my whole argument of polish versus texture. People come to YouTube for texture, not polish. Anybody can polish something until it's incredibly smooth. Smooth is interesting for 10 minutes. Eventually, everything just blends in and you just stop noticing it. Texture is unique to the individual thing. Your favorite mug isn't the most perfect mug you have, it's the weirdest mug you have. Your set works for you because it looks like no one else's set because it's legitimately a room in your house.
Yeah.
It causes no issues, and thus it is good. I'm not hearing crazy reverb because you have enough soft things in the room that it's absorbing a lot of the echo. So you don't have a super echoey room, which would be a problem if you had a really echoey room. That'd be the kind of problem that you do want to fix, but your natural environment is doing a really good job of handling that. Like, this whole room is sound foamed. The whole fucking thing is sound foamed, but the roof and the floor. And you don't need to go do that. That's like $500 for a very small room. That is completely unnecessary for you because you already have all these soft textures that are keeping the sound from getting really bouncy. You've got stuff like that. You've got like a blanket over there. You've got some hats over there. And even the harder surfaces like the wood, the side of the shelves, they're angled and everything. It's not all just sound bouncing off one flat wall and bouncing in corners and reverberating like hell. You have a curtain back there and everything. Curtains absorb an enormous amount of sound. That's great for getting rid of reverb. So no, I always recommend, like, people use green screens and stuff all the time. That's cool, and you can do fun stuff with it if you have things in mind with it, sure. But I'm gonna tell you, you've seen a million streams where it's just a floating body on the game, and it all looks the same. Whereas if you have someone's room, that is unique. That gives you a little bit of insight into them. On YouTube, people originally came for, and they still come for, you. They may have found you through a game they like or a topic they like, but they stay because they grow to like you. That's your room, and so that actually has some genuine value. It's just new YouTubers, new streamers, they don't think about it that way. They don't go back and they look at the classics and look at how people got big and realize, like, whether you like Asmongold or not, he's streaming in his dirty ass room. He doesn't have a fancy mic. He doesn't have a fancy room. He doesn't have a fancy setup. A whole lot of the top streamers is just webcam in corner of their actual room, no special set, video game.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's about you. It's not about, let's have this this really beautiful TV production. If they wanted a TV production, they'd be watching TV. They're not. TV sucks.
Yeah, that's really good advice.
I hope that was helpful.
It was, and I put that up there with some of the best advice I have gotten. There's one.
I hear that a lot.
There's one advice that I've taken to heart, and that I always say to everyone. If you want to start streaming, that is, stream something you enjoy, regardless.
Yeah, something you have history with.
Oh, not even history.
Then
it's something
that too.
Simply
it doesn't have
if
to be.
It's new and stuff.
However, if it's a game that you grew up with, you've got more to talk about because you can tell your personal stories with it, and those personal stories are unique to you. No one's got the same story.
Yeah.
And like that's something that actually. That's something that people can latch on to because it's not the same as everybody else's Let's Play. Because it's your story.
It's like there's little details. Like,
yeah,
I was talking about these the other day with you.
Yep, Umbreon, great Pokemon.
Yeah. And stuff.
Very high defense, high special defense.
Yeah.
Wait, is it high special defense or is it just high defense? I don't remember.
Neither do I. But this is something. And you know who I'm gonna name drop.
Pikachu? That's a Pokachu. I drew a Pikachu the other day.
My friend.
Hey, Game Boy Color!
My friend got me this. And the bag too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He was in chat before.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I have one of those Game Boy Colors, but it was the see-through purple one.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
Game Boy Color, good
treasure that.
console.
That's the I grew up playing one of them long ago. I had the Pokemon one, yellow with the Pichu and Pikachu on it and stuff.
Yep.
And my mum got me Pokemon Yellow. And
That's
I
a good
played
game.
that. I played that so much.
Same, yeah.
And then I saved up a lot of my pocket money just to be able to get Pokemon Gold.
Yeah, Pokemon Gold was also great. People say it's too easy, and like I get it because the Pokemon that you fight are like a way lower level, but it's still such a fun game.
It is.
And how mind blowing was it when you first realized that like all of Kanto is in the game? Like nobody saw that coming.
I
was
was
crazy.
so happy when I realized that. I thought it had ended at the thing, but then I was like, well, what if there's something like Mewtwo? So I went in and found
exactly.
out.
You remember Cerulean Cave, and then like Professor Elm calls you and he's like, oh, here's a ticket, and you're like, okay, like I thought that port was just for show, and then you go on it and there's the thing, then you're in Kanto. It's like, oh my god, like all of Kanto is here. Like, yeah, it's shrunk down slightly in a few places, like Viridian Forest is a little shrunk down. Cinnabar Island, they blew it up. But like whatever, it's almost all of Kanto. It really is cool.
Yeah. But no, I liked it, and yeah.
Yep.
There's only one disappointing thing. Blaine seems to have gotten a bit more competent.
Yeah, no, it'd be funny if he still was a complete idiot using super potions with full health and stuff like that. Illegally using potions on a full health Pokemon is crazy.
I think I know. And it's kind of upsetting. I think he's at the age where he's possibly got Alzheimer's.
Yeah, but then he reversed it for Gold. Because Gold takes place 3 years after Red.
And they found a way to make him better and stuff. But no, at the time when I was playing that, I found out that my 9 had some neurological problems and stuff. We didn't know exactly at the time, but it was like, and I could see Blaine acting like my nan. It was so weird, and I was like, oh, because she's got the same thing. So I put 2 and 2 together when we found out. But
Blaine's not the brightest. Blaine is a legendarily stupid trainer in Gen 1. Like, literally illegal moves. You can't use, like, if you boot up Pokemon, even in Gen 1, you can't use a potion on a full health Pokemon. It stops you, and yet he does it.
Yes, because he has Alzheimer's, you know? And because of that, he can do it. That's why.
Well, the funny thing is, the reason in the AI that he does that is just a weird programming quirk. Because you know how the AI they don't pick their move the same time you do.
Yeah.
They see the move you're gonna do, and then they pick their move. So what they do is they determine that your attack is going to do enough damage that they would like to use a super potion. And so the move they pick is the super potion, but obviously items go first, so they use the super potion before you hit them. And that's why that happens, and it's really dumb.
But why doesn't it happen with any other person?
I'm not sure. Okay, well, there are other little there's a lot of item quirks in Gen 1. Like, the second from last rival fight, the one you do right before the Elite Four.
Yeah, is a super potion thingy, isn't it?
I think it's a regular potion that they have. They just almost never use it, but once in a blue moon, he'll use it. And it's because if you do the optional fight with him earlier in the game, he's programmed to have a potion there. Well, when you fight him again later in the game, they never took away the flag that the trainer here will have a potion. So he's just got this really, really out-of-date weak potion.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is
Gen 1 is loaded with those weird moments where the game just barely works.
But doesn't that make it so much more lovable?
Yes, I really like Gen 1. Like, and Because, like, yeah, it's insane and nothing works as it's intended, but it's still a fun time.
Yeah.
You know, I play janky games for fun all the time. My favorite video game is Deadly Premonition. It's incredibly janky. I still love it. The game doesn't need to be, again, polish versus texture. Deadly Premonition is not polished. It has a lot of texture, though. And if you like the texture it has, then this is your favorite game. People who love Deadly Premonition really love Deadly Premonition.
Yeah, I've never played it before, but it's one game I've considered. But
have you seen my Let's Play?
No, not yet.
Because if you haven't, you might need to check it out. Now, I will warn you, like, it obviously spoilers because it's a murder mystery and I 100% the game. So you do find the whole plot through me playing it. However, I don't spoil it as we go because What a Geek's with me and he's never played it. And so I didn't want to spoil it for him or for the audience. So I let people find things out and I ask him questions and see what he's thinking as we go. And I don't hint at things either. Like, I really do want people to experience it as they watch or they play. Because it's not an easy game to play. It's very buggy. It crashes a lot. The gunplay is not fun. So I understand why people would want to watch it. That's why I 100% it. So you can see all the character moments. You can see the cutscenes. I think I missed like one minor cutscene. That's kind of hard to get. Like one of the dinner scenes at the police station.
Yeah.
But no, really, really fun game. Highly recommend it. Probably don't play it for yourself because it's insane and very hard to play. But it's a really, really fun game with a lot of love put into it.
Yeah. Also, I know I've messaged you about this before, but I've never got to say it in person, obviously. I want to thank you. Last year was one of my worst years. I was doing a lot of physiotherapy for my hand. I
Can relate.
I had carpal tunnel.
That sucks.
I couldn't game.
Yeah.
So I was watching a lot of your stuff to, you know.
Yeah.
And
feel normal, live vicariously, still enjoy gaming.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I get that. Like, I have trouble sometimes, not from carpal tunnel, but I have my own nerve issue from my neck. It affects my left hand mostly. And yeah, that does actually stop me sometimes. So like obviously we don't do the same physiotherapy because my understanding is carpal tunnel is a wrist thing more than anything.
Yeah.
But no, like I can relate. I have similar nerve issues and I have gone through physiotherapy.
I also have like
No, I'm just happy that my show can like help people.
I have lower back issues and stuff, and yeah, I've actually been talking to Antius because he potentially has, if I'm saying this right, an Ehlers-Danlos. I don't know if I said that right.
Ehlers-Danlos.
Yes. And
you can get diagnosed for that. There's specialists for that, thankfully. He should look into it for sure. If he thinks he has it, look into it. Does he have like the hypermobility and stuff?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yep, that's a pretty good sign of it. If your joints bend backwards, mine do. Some people have a lot of elasticity of the skin, but not everybody. Mine doesn't, but a lot of my family does. There's a few different kinds of Ehlers-Danlos, but yeah, there's specialists for that now.
Yeah,
and thankfully you don't need to be on like a medication for it or anything. It's mostly physio.
Yeah, there's a potential medication change that he could have, but we're waiting to hear back from his specialist. The rheumatologist said that what I have, you've made a document on it too. Yeah, but I'm saying that you're not
I would
alone.
say that's diagnosed then. Yeah. No, Ehlers-Danlos is not all that uncommon. It's just that it only really got a name and a diagnosis in the last 20 years, I would say.
Yeah.
And so doctors are now understanding what to look for with that. Because in the past, you know, you just be circus freak contortionist. Whereas now we actually have a name for some of these conditions.
Yeah. Stuff that...
So, you know, I can like bend back the fingers, I can bend out the elbow, the knees, stuff like that.
I can't do it, I'm all...
Yeah, I can I can get about a 90 with my fingies. My elbows is the crazy looking one because it goes about 45 degrees out, which is enough to look like it's broken. It's not, obviously, and it doesn't hurt at all. Like, not even remotely. It just naturally moves that far, you know?
And stuff.
But like, I
no,
would never want to put weight on my arm like that.
No, you just seem like a sort of shortish, very skinny sort of person and stuff.
I was skinny growing up, yeah. I'm like 180 right now, so I'm not my heaviest, but I'm 10 pounds off my heaviest. As for short, I'm like 5'9", 5'9 and a half. I'm 5'10 in shoes, so I'm like average height.
Yeah.
I look short. I look short right now because like I'm so low in the frame. The camera is way above my head. The camera is level with like my hairline. I need to lower it, but I need to lower this monitor to be able to do that. You can't really see it, but the camera is my camera is laying just below the lip of one of my monitors. So if I lower it anymore, you wouldn't be able to see me. So I need to lower the actual monitor. The monitor is just in the way. I gotta move this stuff
For
around a
me,
little bit.
it's like the middle of the camera is just near my eyes, so I can
that's around where you want it.
Look directly at it. But actually, if I go backwards, I can see the whole camera view and my second monitor here type thing.
I would say where you're leaning right now is exactly where you want the camera to be, basically, where you have like just a little bit of headroom that if you were to hike yourself up a little bit, you're not getting cut off.
Yeah.
So you want just that little bit of headroom there. Yeah. Face center up middle-ish. Again, you could also be 45 degrees off to the side. That's fine as well, just depending on what you're doing. Yeah, like if your chair were to be slid over there a little bit, that also wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. I know. My chair is ergonomical. One of the charity, I mean, thrift stores, whatever you guys call over here, that I found for around about 10, 20 quid. It's comfy. It's nice. It's
I think my chair's over 1,000 nowadays.
It
used to be like 700 or 800, and then the price skyrocketed after COVID.
I'll see if I can move these. Can you see it? Can you? No. Come on, forward.
Yeah, it's one of those. Looks like a gamer chair, maybe.
Yeah, you can't see it, but this is a Doom chair. Doom. Doom.
I see the headrest is a YouTube subscribe button.
Yes, Antius is on YouTube. As they say, like, comment, subscribe, and all that crap.
Yeah.
See, I know the things.
No, damn, he really is tall. He really is tall. That's a huge chair.
He is super tall.
Yeah.
Tall. Gangly, but yeah, he's useful. Me, I can scuttle around, get to the lower things, and he can go to the top, especially when we're shopping. Like, I can't reach it! I can't reach it! And he's there.
Yeah, no, most useful, the best thing a man can be is helpful. There's a show over here, it's like a Canadian parody show from when I was growing up called The Red Green Show, and it's like, it's kind of like a home improvement kind of show, but like a parody, a Canadian thing. And one of the taglines of The Red Green Show was, if women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
He is handsome. Not saying that you're...
saying he isn't.
You haven't seen him yet.
I'm saying that being helpful and being handy is some of the best things you can be as a man. Handsome is a perk.
Yeah.
Handy is the useful, practical part.
I'm saying that you are a very handsome person yourself, MDB.
Thank you. I agree.
Me, I don't think I'm handsome at all.
Handsome's usually reserved for men. I feel like calling a woman handsome sounds like an insult.
Do they want to
I don't know.
be handsome?
I feel like if you call a woman handsome, it's like you're saying that they look mannish. I feel like most women would take offense to being called mannish.
weirdly enough, very long ago, I wanted to be a guy.
Well,
I was.
all you need is a bald cap. You were Picard once. Picard's
not-
a guy.
I'm not Picard. I was just. I wasn't even Janeway. And stuff.
Yeah,
Just-
well, okay, I guess you're a female parody of Picard. I guess that's not the same thing.
Just, I was the only one with the gravitas. I don't know why they chose me. I'm terrible and I get nerfed. But yes, it's like, yes,
No,
Tara,
they
be in
figured
front
you were the
of
right
the
one.
freaking camera, and now I'm here.
Yeah, now you're in front of the camera by necessity. You kind of have to be on camera to some degree to stream. Not in the days of VTubing, I guess.
Just
You know, I'm
change. Beep Tara again.
yeah.
It's a very old stream where I was a potato. I don't know. There was a thing, and yeah, I chose a potato, and I was doing the potato voice. Can't do that for too long. Anyway, yeah, it was me, and yeah, it was named Patara because potato and Tara. It was funny.
I
So
figured.
I could just be a potato again. Because potatoes are the best. I like potatoes.
It easily one of the best foods ever. Like,
Yeah.
again, we talked about it before. So versatile. You can do
Yeah.
anything you want with potato.
Yeah. Cook 'em, fry 'em, put 'em in a stew.
Where have I heard that?
I don't know, but I remember it. It was like that little rhyme. And
I feel like I heard that in a TV show or something once. That's like really familiar.
I don't know. It's like, I know you're not a huge amazing fan of AI, but I've been using
No.
AI recently, and I've actually used it to create music.
Oh, I've told Suno to make stupid inappropriate wrestling songs because it's funny. That's
It's
the thing is,
Suno.
I think AI,
Suno.
using AI as a toy, I think is
Yeah.
really funny. Using AI to like replace work, it's like it just makes shit work. But if
Yeah.
you're using it as a toy, it's really funny. Like I told it to make like 35 wrestling songs, and I always give it like a really funny prompt, and it just makes something hilariously inappropriate, and I love it because the AI doesn't understand like what is and is not appropriate, so it makes the most insane shit.
Yeah.
Like, I love that shit's funny. I like that. But like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that for commercial reasons or whatever. That's just for
No,
fun.
it's like I got some music for Podchaos, and yeah, it's like the ending bit. Or are you tired? Did you sleep okay?
Yeah, No, I slept horrible. I keep yawning. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, I'm also
I-
hungry because I only had half my shake because it was disgusting, and it's now 4:30 and I have not eaten a bite.
Bloody hell, MDB.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Look-
cook some. I'm gonna make some egg fried rice after this. It'll be
Okay.
delicious.
I think he say this as part of your fan base and stuff. We care about you. I know.
I know.
I definitely do.
No,
and
no,
that's why
everyone's
I
very
listen.
vocal about it. I believe you.
Yeah, and it's not just what you make; it's you. It's you that's
Yes.
important to us.
No. Yes, people are very clear about that.
I'm
With
glad.
the shocking amount of people constantly telling me to take time off. Now, mind you, they don't understand, like, I can't take time off. Like, look,
I get
if I
that.
told you to take time off all the time, you'd be like, hey, I have bills to pay, right? Isn't
I've got
that
bills
why
to pay.
everybody needs to not take so much time off because they got
Yeah.
bills to pay? Yeah, same, me too. I got two people's bills to pay. It's how it is. It's the way
Yeah.
my life is. So But I know that everybody very obviously cares. They make it very clear both through their words and their actions.
know.
And like that's the thing is like, yeah, I understand I'm like way past my peak in terms of popularity and
It's
everything.
fine.
But there's still an absurd amount of people that still watch, that still care.
Yeah.
People generally like me, which I very much appreciate. I like to think I've worked on myself a lot, and it seems like it shows because people
does.
like me. That everybody they're either repelled by me because they find me intensely annoying, or they really get attached to me just because
Yeah.
they like how I am.
Yeah.
Which I mean that works for me. It means I don't have many. It means I don't have like hate watchers because they find me so intensely annoying that they just don't watch me. They still hate me and they'll talk shit about me or whatever, but like you're not
Yeah.
in my comment section, so I don't care. No.
Yeah.
Oh, they make shit up about me on the internet, but they do that with everybody. Like, people will just, like, telephone game things and make stories up about people. You gotta get used to it at some point when you're doing streams on YouTube, because, like,
Yeah.
you can't prevent it. It's literally impossible. It sucks. But, like, you just get used to seeing people lie about you and think it's true.
I would just want there to be a day in which I can be on the internet and say, yeah, there's people on the internet that hate me, and I don't care. There probably is, but I don't even know them, to be honest.
No. One day you'll have that weird moment where you stumble across two people on Reddit talking about you, not knowing that you're there reading it, just in a random subreddit, and they're saying things that you know for a fact didn't happen. And you'll just be sitting there thinking, like, how did this even happen? Like, did they know that they're lying? Or is this telephone game? Like, what happened? Like, do I respond or is that weird? I don't know. Like, you're gonna have that moment one day and it's gonna be really fucking weird.
Yeah. I also want there to be a day in which I'm in a meme. And I can be true
yeah, I've been
memeage.
in memes. Did you ever see the Stomp That Baby picture?
I think I did.
You may have. Let me just... There, I put it in the group chat. You've probably seen it before. I put it on stream before, but in case you haven't, it's like the best fan art I've ever gotten.
Baby!
That's so funny.
Yes.
It's like a game show. Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
That is so amazing.
I gotta use that as like channel art for something. I don't know
Yeah.
what.
You
I'll find a way to incorporate it somehow.
I don't know. I could talk to some of my friends that make games, and we could make the Stomp the Baby game. Right.
Oh man. Okay.
And then you'll be the host and the voiceover for the main guy, who's the presenter of Stomp That Baby, and the contestants, the people that actually playing it, and I'm guessing it's like two people on one side, two people on another, and then it's sort of like this weird amalgamation of stuff. I don't know the stuff yet. Maybe game based and all that.
Do you know the game Don't Starve?
Yes, I've heard of it, never played it.
Okay, the person, you know my display picture I use on like YouTube and stuff, the one from the beginning of the challenges?
Yeah.
The same person who made that, Phantasmal, also made this little doodle for me once of me in Don't Starve. How awesome is that?
Oh my gosh.
I really like that.
That is, oh gosh, it's like gold. Wow. And
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
that is
fan
so
art of you.
good.
It's like, oh, I can't imagine people doing fan art of me. It's just, I've had art, I've got art.
No.
You can see the art of me and stuff, but I've paid people to do that. Saying that, I appreciate all you've done, Lucan. You are awesome. Oh my gosh!
There, that's like... That was from a Filipino or Filipina artist, so it's a very different art style, and it's like one of my favorite ever.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
That art style is so unbelievably cool. I also like, if you look at the shadows in the background, it says Mah-Dry-Bread and stuff, and it's got a bunch of my favorite Pokemon, and it's got Yamcha from one of my early challenges. Like, no, it's so good. I really like that one. Yeah, no, that one's great.
I'm probably going
you
to
gotta, like,
save
put some of
these
these on stream or something for the viewers.
I don't know
you can
how.
throw some of these on stream.
This might go
you
over.
OBS?
There, if people can see, that's part of it. And there, and there's this one. I'll, yeah, and then Stomp That Baby! You can't see everything, but yeah. pieces of it. I don't want to be getting told off or anything, even though you said do it and stuff. It's your artwork.
No, you're allowed. No, this is art that you're allowed to use. This is fine.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And stuff. I will I will never use this sort of stuff, and I'll probably save it, and it will forever be in the gallery of artwork
just cool
I've
shit
collected.
on the hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool shit on hard drive.
You could like if you were to want to use any of this in like a thumbnail or something for the podcast, like I'm totally fine with that.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if any of it would fit very well.
Yeah.
I have no idea if any of it would fit well.
To be
but,
honest,
like, you can.
I don't ever do thumbnails. To be honest, it's so. Oh my effing gosh! I'm just
no, dude.
Guys,
they've sent me so many cool pictures.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Yeah, I'm squealing.
I know. It's unbelievable. No, it's unbelievable. They've sent me so much cool artwork. I got a lot of ones of me and Drowsy just because people want to draw me with like my favorite Pokemon.
I understand
God, it's
that.
so cool. Oh my god, here's one that my friend Mushrooms made. She's like a fan of the show. We became friends over the years. She makes clay figures and sells them on like Etsy and stuff. And she made me once, like way back in the day. That's me in clay. That's like me from a decade ago. And I had the long hair and I had the kind of beigey white headphones and stuff.
Yeah.
You can see there's like a little ring thing on the top so you could hang it on like a necklace or something.
Yeah.
It's made out of clay.
Oh, cool. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, wow.
No, that's so cool. No, they send. I barely get fan art anymore because, of course, I'm not nearly as big as I used to be.
Yeah.
But no, okay. This one was cool. This one was commissioned. I didn't commission it. My friend Arch did. He was.
I think I know this one.
Me and Arch and Lumi and Rima are doing some streams of Crusader Kings 3 together, and so he commissioned all of us in game, and like that is so fucking cool.
That is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I use it. It's even got the tabard has the same logo that I made for my flag in the game.
Is that a goose?
Yes.
Because Canada.
No. I guess like partly, but because I always referred to my community as my flock. And that's an old thing that from old Let's Play days. But people still refer to it that way sometimes. And so I always kept that little bird motif with community stuff.
Cool.
And that was one of the logos in the game, and I just thought that one looked really good. And then I made the colored tabard background thing. I just thought it was a nice color scheme and also kind of Canadian with the red on the sides and the white in the middle.
Yeah. I wonder if they have a dragon.
Yeah. They do, yeah.
Good.
They got dragon logos. A few different ones. Yeah, I'm very fortunate. Got some very cool fan art.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I love seeing artwork. I also saw the AI thumbnail.
Oh, the cursed AI thumbnail that vidIQ Auto made. It looks like it mixed me with like Michael from Vsauce. Yeah. It like gave Michael from Vsauce hair. Like, okay, at a glance it looks like me, and then the more you look at it, it's like every detail's wrong. Like the color of the shirt was slightly off. The shape of the glasses was slightly off. The hair was slightly off. The beard was slightly off. The face was quite off, actually. Yeah. It's just, you mask it with the hair and the beard and the glasses, and then it takes you a minute to realize, oh, the face shape is all wrong.
Yeah.
It looks like Michael from Vsauce was cosplaying
your jawline on it was so wrong, and that's what got me. And stuff, and I was like, just jawline.
Well, also, people nowadays probably don't even know what my jawline looks like because I've had a long beard for so long now. And even when I was younger, I had a much longer beard. But like, I have a very flat jaw. I don't have a big jaw. Like if I taper in my beard, you can see like I have a very just little round face. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I look like without a beard, I guess. It's like that, which looks okay, but like No, I like having a longer beard in the front. I haven't touched it up in a couple weeks, so it's a little overgrown right now. I just touched up the cheek lines a bit. But when I taper it in right, I like to have like a ducktail beard where it comes down to a point.
So yeah. No, it's like I have to take care of myself, otherwise, yeah, the outbreaks I get are terrible.
Eczema and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I
on my
moisturize
eyes.
every day. I beard oil my beard. I do like a little eye roller thing under the eyes. Because like my skin on my body is fine. My skin on my face goes to hell. So I got combination skin. I got combination skin, so like oily forehead, dry between the eyes and next to the nose. So I gotta cleanse and I gotta moisturize every day. And I have a little face scrubber for in the shower for like once a week because you can't exfoliate that often. It's hard on the skin, but you kind of need it, right?
Yeah, is quite bad sometimes if I don't and stuff, and I have to moisturize quite well, otherwise I get terrible crow's feet.
Yeah. I got some wrinkles coming in here. I don't really care about that. I got a few white hairs in the beard. I got like a big white hair in the mustache here.
Listen to me then,
young
MDB.
I don't know why I don't have more.
How dare you?
I don't know why I don't have more white hair with the high stress life I have, but I don't have much white hair. I think it'll look fine on me once I get it. So, just waiting. If I still have hair by the time I have white hair, we'll see.
Look, you're in your 30s. You're in your 30s.
Yeah, I got a little. Okay, but I had this hairline when I was 23. My hairline was like flat, and then it receded when I was like 23, 24, and then it's been the exact same for the last 10 years. So I don't know if that means it's gonna stay or what. What, the hair down? I used to have long hair with my hair down.
Like,
I miss having long hair with my hair down. I'm growing it back out right now, but you know, it takes a long time.
This is short. I had it cut a few weeks ago. You know?
For me, the longest I had my hair was like to almost my waist. That's how I had my hair for like a decade.
Yeah.
No, I had super long hair. I only cut it like 2018. I do my own haircuts just every time.
I don't. I have my
when I had the mohawk,
person.
that was my own. No, I just do it myself with like a couple mirrors. When I back when I had the mohawk, I did that myself and everything. This is myself, although this is like so easy.
For me, one of my friends does it. She's been doing it for almost, I don't know, several years. I can't remember. It's ever since she got out of high school, she's been a hairdresser, and I've just been lucky enough to know her, and she does my whole family's hair.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's like, she always says that we all have the same hair, like really super thick, like really, really thick stuff. And
yeah, no, I can tell your hair is really thick just from the way it's cut at the ends. Like you can tell, like that's like rope. Like if you were to braid that into like a braided ponytail, it would be like really dense. You couldn't cut that with scissors if it was braided up.
Yeah,
my hair is like really fine hair. I've got like lots of little fine hairs. So like when my hair was long, I would sweat like crazy in the summer because it was like a blanket.
Oh god, yeah. And I remember you saying in the summer you just shave it all off, which totally agree.
Now, yeah.
And my hairdresser / stylist has given me the best advice ever the last year or so. I've got it partially shaved at the back, and it's just so much better, so much nicer. I did let it grow out during the winter, but now it's getting warmer. I'm gonna get Antius to cut it. Well, shave it eventually. And stuff. But yeah, it feels manageable, nice. But yeah, I'm not one for like
mine's got a little too long on the side. I used to braid my hair sometimes. I knew how to do braids, but my sides are getting a little bit long. I'm gonna shorten those up just a little bit soon. I just haven't gotten around to it, you know. My hair needs a bit of touching up. Just been letting it grow.
I think I'm gonna wait another 2, maybe 3 months, then I'll have another haircut and stuff.
Yeah, I might just grow it long again. Not like super long. I don't think I ever want it past my shoulders again. It just becomes really high maintenance. But I might grow it down to shoulder length again. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Then everyone yells at me to shave it because they don't like my hairline. People on the internet are so sensitive.
No.
They're like,
do what
shave
you
it, bro.
want.
It'll look better. Shave it, bro. It'll look better. Yeah, but if I think it looks good and I like how it looks, then they're the weird sensitive ones.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Do what you want to do. And
yeah,
believe
if I go
me,
horseshoe bald,
what was I going to say? If I was ever in Canada and stuff, I would message you and say, "Hey, photo shoot ?
Yeah, I'd be up for it. Obviously, you'd have to be like local in Ontario here, but
yeah.
No, my plan is if I were to ever go horseshoe bald, I'm just growing my hair out. Do the whole fucking skullet, the whole Hulk Hogan, except for I'm not doing blonde. I'm doing like the earthquake.
Yeah.
That was a wrestler who did that look. I think it'd work for me.
Do it.
I'm not trying to fucking woo anyone.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna do hair I like. Yeah, no, I'm good.
But I thought you had a girlfriend. Do
you
not
do.
try and woo her anymore.
No, she's already been wooed. It's good. She likes my hair. So it doesn't matter. She doesn't care that like I'm balding. It doesn't matter. It's not like she's with me for my haircut.
I'm just trying to do it.
I don't know. Everyone's like so afraid of balding now. They always just want to shave the head at the slightest sign of anything.
With me, I try and woo my husband occasionally, but I'm terrible, so I don't even bother anymore. The most I can do is, "How you doing?"
Yeah, I don't think that's how you do it.
It's worked several times.
Oh, well, there you go. If it works, it works.
Come on, name it. Name it. You know what it is.
What? I'm confused.
Have you never watched Friends?
No.
Gasp! Oh my gosh, maybe it's my generation thing. No, it was Jerry Triviani, and that's his line. Him trying to be all suave and sophisticated. And he was like, "How you doing?" And yeah, everyone who knows sort of my generation thing just is like, "Oh, swoon."
Yeah, no, I never watched Friends. I know what Friends is, but I never watched it.
Oh gosh, you're so lucky. My sister made me binge watch it when she was in Bangor in university. Oh god, that was going back several years. I watched it so much that I started dreaming I was in Friends.
That's unfortunate.
Yes, it was. It stuck with me most of my years. God, I'm sounding old. How old do you think I am? Everyone be quiet. Especially you, Antius.
38.
Close enough.
Was that pretty close?
Yeah, I am 36. I know how old you
okay,
are.
There you go.
You are 33.
I was guessing your... Yes, I was guessing your age almost entirely on your cultural references. And I figured late 30s. Okay, yeah. 36, pretty close.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. But no, it's... Have you done all the questions? No, I haven't done all the questions. There are still several questions that I haven't done, but it just doesn't feel like the right time. Like,
oh man, I don't know how much longer I can go. I'm pretty hungry.
I know. I'm kind of peckish. I need more chocolate. Done the gift one, done the charity one. Content. Oh, here's a good one. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Okay, no, yeah, this is probably a pretty good answer. It's anytime you talk about with the weather on the internet and how it is hot or it is cold, all of a sudden everyone treats it like it's a competition. They have no regard for how temperature is relative to what you're used to, and
Yeah.
they instantly just want to shit on you. Yeah, that's a pretty big pet peeve of mine.
Actually agree, yeah. That is super annoying. Okay.
It's really annoying, yeah.
You've kind of gone through that. Ooh. So yeah, this is a nice wrap-up question, I think. Is there any question you wish I'd asked you?
Nope. I didn't come up with any expectations.
Oh, lovely. Whoa, this is gonna be a long stream. But yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like 4 hours. It's close to 4 hours.
And are there any questions you'd like to ask me?
I don't know, how you doing?
I'm okay, thank you. Yourself?
Awesome. I'm good. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah,
I am actually starting to ache. How about you? How's your neck?
I got like a
stuff
little bit of the drowsiness still, so
yeah.
Actually, it's doing okay. Actually, what sores my back more than anything right now.
Yeah.
I've been kind of leaning on my left a little bit, and I don't think it's doing me any favors.
No.
But no, I'm actually doing pretty well, all things considered. Maybe it's because I'm not reaching out for a keyboard, reaching out for a controller. I just kind of have my elbows back, and it's keeping my posture better. But I'm doing okay right now.
That's good and stuff. And you're gonna do your
My
exercise.
tailbone feels really crushed. Oh yeah. As soon as I'm done this, I'm gonna go downstairs, do a little bit of stretching,
have
cook
you
some egg fried rice, and then walk a whole lot.
I was just about to say, have you done your walking today?
No, not at all. I only have 2,500 steps so far. I do 10,000 every day, so like I'm way below right now. But like that happens sometimes. I just need to walk for like an hour and 20, and that'll cover it. I'm not gonna do it all in one go because I got stuff to do, but you know.
Okay. Has anyone in chat got any questions? I'll give you a few minutes to sort that out because delay and stuff.
Yeah,
but no,
I think there's a few people still in there.
Yeah, this has been an honor. Thank you. Thank you for being able to do this.
No, it's fun. Thanks for the invitation.
I'm gonna be all emotional now. Sorry.
Sorry. No, it's okay if you are. I don't think it's weird. But I am sorry. I'm not trying to make you emotional.
It's starting to all sink in.
Yeah. No, sometimes people think it's weird getting in a call with me because they're so used to hearing me in videos that when they hear me in a call, they zone out what I'm actually saying because they forget they're talking to me. Yeah. That happens a lot.
No, I've tried to act like it's you, but try and
no, I get what you're saying.
This is Podchaos.
You don't want to. Yeah, no, you're not trying. You don't want to fangirl because no one wants to be that person. But you are legitimately a fan of the show, and I understand that. No, I have like infinite leeway for people. Like, don't worry about it. None of this is weird. None of this is wrong.
I joined your Discord in like 6 years ago.
Okay, yeah, that sounds right. That's when most people found me. It was like 6-ish, 6.5, something like that.
Yeah. And I've been going...
It's like 2019?
Yeah. COVID time.
Yeah. Or right before... Most people found me either right before COVID or right during COVID, because I blew up like 3 to 6 months before COVID.
Yeah.
So it's like around then.
You were one of the first YouTubers I joined a Discord server for. Previously, it was just for Pokemon Go. I
Yep.
still actually play Pokemon Go because it gives me more incentive to go out and do stuff. And
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, I want to, as I've said before, thank you, because I know that you have I'm not going to call them disabilities. I'm just going to call them limitations. Like I have my limitations. And
Sure.
seeing you do it and making a living off of something you really enjoy gives me hope. Though I'm not doing this to get a living, and Antius is way too well, he's better at it than me. He's a more other people
It's
person.
one of those things of you do it because you love it, and if it were to take off, that's a bonus.
But this Podchaos, this podcast thing, is totally me. And I've always gone forward and be like, hey, do you want to be on Podchaos? Then contact me now. Or something like that. Though it is true, if anyone is watching it and wants to come on Podchaos, message me. You know? It's don't have to be scary or anything. And I've just realised something. In that Crusaders picture thingy, you have blue eyes.
I do. I don't
It's
know
like-
what they based it off of because I wasn't in contact with the artist. That was Arch. So I don't. I don't know. He just sent because initially when he sent me the first draft of it, it was like not colored yet. And then eventually they sent the colored versions, and I wasn't gonna be like, oh, you gotta redraw it into the eyes better. I don't care. So yeah, that avatar.
How dare
has
you!
blue eyes.
I don't have blue eyes. I have green eyes. Or
Yeah, I
something
don't.
like that.
I don't care. I just think the art's amazing. It's like when people draw me with like a really nice hairline. It's like I'm not gonna tell you to go back and change it. I'm just gonna appreciate what you made for me.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. That art is so good.
It is. It is really good. I'm like, wow, that's.
Yeah. It's cut off a little on the side, but that's because it's if you look at his thumbnail, you can see why. It's because it's like slotted into these slots on the thumbnail, so that just
Yeah.
makes sense. They're all a little cut off like that.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I'm just admiring all the little touches and detail. They even did the buckle right. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
it's really
doing it again. I'm
fantastic.
doing it again.
No, it's really, really well done. I need to let me grab the name of that artist so I can give them credit here. Where is it? Here it is. Vite14 on Twitter, I think it is. Let me just-
Wow.
yeah, I just typed in our chat there, so you have it if you do want to look them up. But they do all
Yeah.
kinds of art, and this is a
Cool.
particularly very good one.
Yeah. Have you seen the Podchaos thing that I have?
The unicorn thing?
Yeah, that's created by my artist friend and stuff. It's gonna hopefully be my album cover. Fingers crossed that my album comes out this year. I don't know. I'm still super
Good luck.
nervous about it. I just need a male vocalist.
Well, I would offer, but I don't know how to sing, and that's kind of a requirement.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I'm practicing. I used to be quite
Yeah.
good at singing. Because being Welsh, it's one of our national pastimes.
It is, yeah. I see in the chat that you have food in over 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get cooking. I'm hungry.
Okay. Also, can I be cheeky?
Yeah, sure.
How can I contact Watergeek? I
I
think
can
it's
put you in touch with him.
Thank you.
Why, do you want to interview him?
I'd love for him to be on Podchaos if you'd like to ask.
He'll probably say yes. I'll ask him. He'll probably say yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all.
It's just you two have been like really good friends, and you guys
Yeah.
seem to. He seems cool.
He's really cool. No, he's great.
I like cool people.
I've been friends with him for like 15 years or something.
It's like I'm not trying to infiltrate your group and be, hey, we're besties now.
No, I understand. No, don't worry about it. I'm not taking it like that at all. You literally just want him on the show because you want to talk to him because you like him too. Totally understandable.
Yeah.
He'd probably be flattered. I'll ask
Saying
him.
that, it's because of you that I know him and so many other amazing things. Like, finishing off, the other ones that I know and really like, Paris Spector, Jon Stone. Oh my gosh, Jon Stone's awesome.
Yep.
I don't think I'm ever getting Jon Stone on here.
I have no idea. Like, I haven't talked to him in private in quite a few years, but he's really nice guy. He's great.
He is
Paris
lovely.
Spector, good friend of mine.
He is.
Paris Spector would say yes too.
He wouldn't. I've already asked. He has a
would.
little
No,
bit. He's just got a little bit of a live camera pride.
I think it's a camera thing for him because he wouldn't want to be on camera for it. I don't think he's a little sheepish about streaming in general.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because otherwise I think he would. If it wasn't for the camera thing, I think he would.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty open to stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's What a Geek.
I'm just. Oh, and I hydrate. I need hydrate. Thank you, Touch. Oh gosh.
There, I just shot him a message.
Saying this weirdo Tara wants
I'll let you
on
know whenever I hear back.
Thanking yours. Right, I'm gonna. Oh, what? Have I been going on for that long? Oh dear.
Yeah, we're close to 4 hours. Yeah.
Gosh, no, I'm not doing Pokemon Go stuff, or ferrets, or bunnies. Maybe him. If you can, suggest anyone to raid, otherwise I think I know who I am gonna...
Oh, God, who do I even know who's live? Not much. All right, you go with your person.
Okay, Antis, can you help? My hands are actually hurting again and stuff. Really shaky, look. Ooh, shaky. And
That's
stuff.
pretty shaky.
Yeah, but Antius, could you raid Aldo Cookie, please? Much appreciated.
Sweet.
Aldo Cookie is a lovely guy, who I also want to be on Podchaos. I either do
Good luck.
Thank you very much. He used to be a radio DJ for like a while ago. So yeah. Radio.
What he said, I'll have to think about it, but I appreciate the offer all the same. I'm gonna just link him your show, and he'll think about it, and he'll get back to me at some point.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
He'll probably get back to me on that next time that we're recording together, which is next week.
Cool. Stuff. And yeah. And we will say bye, everyone. Douche.
See everybody. Till next time, have a nice day.
What he said.
I said the line.
The line. Come on. Come on. Just
Change his name so I got it wrong the first time. Oh, that's annoying.
Go. Do. And